Respect to everybody that came in. It is doing a little thunder and lightning where I'm at, but guess what? I still came out, and we still gonna do this thing. So we're gonna still gonna do this thing. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it kind of funky tonight, but not that funky. But guess what? We got something to talk about. Kids, the kids, the kids, the kids. As you see by the title, as you see by the title, as you see by the title, who's going to protect and teach our children and more? See, it's not just going to be about the kids. It's going to be about other stuff too. But it's about the kids that we cherish, right? We cherish our children, right? Do we cherish our children? We got to. We got to cherish our children. But I'm going to give my shout out. Respect to my co-host Brian Robinson, Twister 28, Miss J. Yes, you first again, Miss J. The gift of game, that state game right there. We got Debbie J. Yes, you didn't miss it. We back cooking with JW. Anita Sweet, respect. David the voice. Hey, salute, respect to everybody that's in the house. But Twister, Brian Robinson, do we have to protect our kids and teach them?
Yes, we do have to protect them to teach them. That's how they're
Okay,
going to learn.
okay. Chat, do we have to protect and teach our children? Do we? Uh, and are we? See, this is an interesting story I got right here. This is an interesting story I got. It's a child bringing a butterfly knife to school after endless racist bullying. Listen to that. After endless racist bullying at his school. And guess what? They charged the 12-year-old. They charged the 12-year-old. It says this July 2nd, this is what it was published on July 2nd. Yes, we do, Jabba J. We do. Yes, we do. We need fathers. We need mothers too, because there's mothers not in the kids' life too. It's going to. This I'm gonna read the article. Then we're going to expound on it, right. It's going to get worse. 12-year-old cancer boy who endured months of racist bullying, threats, facing felony for allegedly bringing a knife to school for protection. Huh. Let me give y'all a little background on this. A 12-year-old biracial boy who is facing a felony charge after he brought a butterfly knife to school after being bullied and repeatedly called the N-word at his school in Ottawa, Kansas. The grade schooler, who is black and Native American, reportedly also was told to go back to picking cotton. Hmm. Sounds familiar, don't it?
Oh, Lord. Continue, big bro.
According to the boy's attorney, Vincent Rivero, the bully allegedly told the boy to stop coming to school or I'm going to hurt you. That's a threat, right? That's a threat, right?
Sound like a threat to me.
Okay. It. I got a question in the chat. Do that sound like a threat to y'all? When that's a threat that other kid made, told him to stop coming to school, or he was going to hurt him. Prior to hitting the boy and knocking him down, the abuse started when the family moved to Ottawa in 2019, and the boy often refused to get out of bed to go to school because he was afraid. That's a damn shame. That's why I said we as adults, some of us as parents, we got to find a way to homeschool our kids. Got to find out the homeschool our kid. In December, the bully knocked the boy down and told him if he keep coming to school, it's going to get worse. After him. Now, this was his mother did the right thing right here. After his mother told school officials about her son being bullied, no action was taken, and she was told she would be charged with truancy if her son did not return to school. Charge me with truancy. Charge me with truancy. Charge me.
Man,
Go.
Hey, man, they threatened both of them. It's like they were like threatening them. It's like they were setting that cat up
Yeah,
for failure. It's like it was all a setup.
yeah.
Not
Eh,
only the guy, hold on, let me say this real quick. Not only the guy being bullied and he don't want to go back to school. Now they're gonna tell the mother that y'all gonna charge her for she not bringing her son back to school for all that. But continue though, man. Continue reading.
Yeah. Okay. If her son did not return to school, the boy didn't return to school, but he brought a 1.5 inch butterfly knife with him, which he said he did not plan to use unless he was attacked again by the bullies. And I believe him. Do y'all believe him?
Yes, I believe him.
Chat, do y'all believe him? Do y'all believe he wasn't going to use it unless he been attacked again? What would you, as a child, as you told your parents, and your parent did what they supposed to do, did they want to charge your parent with that, with truancy? If it, see, it kind of like they put him in a bubble, right? So
Man.
yeah, you're right, Deborah J. Should be able to. Okay, let's continue reading. Okay, his mother also said she didn't trust the authorities at the school to protect her child. Do you blame her? I don't blame her.
I don't either, bro.
Our school is not going to protect our children for this racist bullying that they are going through. But no, but thing is, our kids are not going to shoot up the damn school, though, are
Hmm.
they? Take that with a yeah. School's going to do so much, but the thing about it, when when they didn't, I'm gonna keep reading. According to the Kansas City Star, the boy appeared in a Frederick County court on June 26th for a criminal threat charge that, if committed by an adult, would be considered a level 9 felony. The state also reportedly threatened a child support order against the boy's mother in the instant he would be removed from the home. She and her husband moved to the area from Oklahoma to be close to her husband's family. The outlet is not publishing their name for the safety of their family. He feels like he's being punished for trying to defend himself, said his mother. Two 13-year-old students testified that the boy finished it with the knife during his class. He later told the witnesses that he would use the knife if he were attacked again, and one of the witnesses told an authority at the school and that the authority called the police. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna start right there. It's kind of funny how that played out, right? Now the kid you were bullying on got something to protect yourself. Now you scared. You want to go tell the authority. But you go tell? Did they go tell the authority that they were picking on his ass? Did you go tell that side of the story?
Sound like he's a coward. The bully is.
Both of them is a damn coward.
Yeah.
Respect Sky Swiss is now River now. Both of them is a damn coward.
Mm.
See, both of them a damn coward. But you want to pick on this boy when he ain't got nothing in his hand. But now you want to run a tell on him. But guess what? When his mother brought it to the authority, they want to try to charge her. Okay, let's continue. Remember said the individual are allowed to use force to defend themselves against the legitimate threat according to the laws in Kansas, and argued that the boy experienced a pattern of bullying that worsened over the years. He also argued that the adults did not make any meaningful attempt to stop the threat and force him to return to school.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep reading. That's self-explanatory there. Hold on. Let's see who we got back here. See what we got back here. Okay, Joy. Okay, J Dub Cooking. What's going on, Cooking?
Hey, you know I love these subjects, man. You know
Hey,
I have
How
be
you
having
doing,
a
Miss
whole
Joy?
lot to
God bless
say.
you. God bless you, ma'am.
God bless you too. Hey, look, this is something that I mean, like if you black, you got kids, they go to school and they in a school that's diverse. You know, it's always gonna be some of those bullies there. I mean, even black kids too, but the
Yeah.
white ones are the worst because they get away with the most heinous crap. And
Hey, yeah, you're right. Hey,
you know,
you see what they try to charge the murder with? Sure and see.
yeah. But see, this the thing. When you dealing with something like that, I'm born 8 kids, okay?
Uh-huh.
And if something like that happens, I'm going to walk my kid. I'm gonna be at the school with my kid. I'm gonna sit in one of them classes. I would sit in the office and irritate the hell out of them. Y'all not doing nothing. I want to see the mother, the parent of this person, and y'all gonna do something. Or I'll be here every day, however damn days it takes. You have to
Mm-hmm.
do that because if because you're gonna the parent is gonna be blamed, the child is gonna be blamed, but see, because they move slow, you have to put fire up under their ass. You have
Oh
to call
yeah.
the school councilman. You got to complain and everything. And look, I had a kid in high school, and I'm like, what? We ain't having that. And I would come and sit in each one of his class. Well, ma'am, you can't be here. Who the fuck said that? He's being bullied. I don't want my child getting in trouble for kicking the shit out of one of their asses, because that's exactly how I told them. So
Mm-hmm.
we gonna either you gonna
Amen.
get them parents up here, or I'm gonna sit in here in dummy class. I gotta protect mine. Forget it.
See, that's a learned behavior at home, ain't it?
A
Them
learned
kids learn that
behavior.
shit.
Huh?
Them kids that doing the bullying is learning that shit. Learn that
Yeah,
shit at
but
home.
see, they probably bullied at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They probably bullied at home, and it could be the parents, it could be older siblings, and the parents just, whatever. But see, it is very much like it's different when it's happening at a school. Schools are supposed to be safe. It's not safe no more, not today. But
Mm.
Mm-mm.
if you if you take charge, like back in the day, you bully my kid, you gonna have to bully me. I'm gonna be right there. I'm taking them to school. If I gotta go sit in them in a classroom until they do something. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because
Amen to
if
that,
you don't,
man. Amen to that.
if a parent don't show up and show no interest in their child's future life, education, or safety, they'll just look past it. Oh, all kids do it. It's okay. No, it ain't cool. Okay, cause when mine come back, and just like he had that knife, that's what most parents do because they don't know you have the right
Mm.
to speak up for your child's safety. That is a public school. Take
Mm.
your ass there. See, and so now they want to play. Of course, they're gonna blame. They're gonna because they don't want to be culpable. You know, they don't want to be liable. So
Miss
I ain't laughing
Joy,
at that.
that sounds like some
I'm laughing
little
at what Miss J
kids
said.
right
I'm laughing
there.
at what Miss J said. Miss J said, "Meet me at 7-Eleven after school so we can see how much of a bully you really are."
yeah,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
there, and so, and sometimes I will go, and they think because at one time, oh, your mama not here, your mama bring you to school, and so yeah, he come back and tell me, I'm like, okay, well they ain't gonna see your mama, but your mama gonna be out there when you come out. Let's see how big and tough they are then.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like take action,
Yeah.
especially when there's no man in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no father present. You know what I'm saying? To be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, cause see, and sometimes be having a man in the house over the kid, the man gonna be like beat his ass, tear that ass up. So
Hmm.
you have to balance these things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna talk to the principal, the assistant principal. I'm gonna get on their damn nerves, and I'm gonna sit in the office. I'm gonna go around in the class. I'm gonna make a fucking nuisance. I'm gonna be a nuisance. Y'all gonna do something. Get them damn parents up here, and we have a talk with the parent. We do a conference, or I'll be wanting to come in person so you will see who I am. You ain't messing. Your child is a damn bully, a menace. I ain't gonna be touching mine. And I tell the parents, I'm gonna have him whoop his ass. So don't be complaining.
Yeah.
So you
Hey,
better talk to your child.
respect to ABG. Respect my brother Now River. Respect to LeRon WMSS, Tehran 19. I'm gonna spit this ring right here. The boy's younger brother also was bullied at his elementary school and on the bus, and his mother said it got worse when he began attending Ottawa Middle School. She said she complained almost daily to the school, but the bullying worsened. Her younger son was called a dirty N-word as the bully pulled his hair, prompting his mother to shave his head. I'll be damned if I shave my son's head.
Hell no, man.
I ain't shaving my head. I ain't shaving his damn head. And
Whoa.
guess what? I'm tell you what I did. I was in school one day. A big offensive lineman in high school. I ain't that big a guy, but he was bigger than me. He hit me in the back with he tried to bully me. He hit me in the back with a basketball in the gym. Okay, I let the first one pass. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He did it again. Okay, I like okay. Probably accident. Probably bounced off. So did it the third time. That was it. Next thing I know, I had that big motherfucker 6 foot 6'1" some motherfucker jacked up on the goddamn bleachers.
Yeah, you
Mm.
got to say I wasn't never bullied because the first time they tried, I put them on their ass, and most of the time when I was younger, I played ball and everything. I was just a little tomboy, and the guys want to come for me. I will beat their ass, and they older siblings used to want to fight me. I'm like, come on and bring it.
Yeah.
Because I had never been in that situation before. My mother and my father separated, and we ended up moving in the projects. Right? We had never. I mean, like I never been that damn scared in my life. We just hear him thundering down the stairs, and I'm looking at my sister and brother like, "What the fuck is this?" It was like, "Oh my god!" And I remember we have first moved in there. My mom sent me to the store. I go to the store. Now this guy, the kids, I seen them in school, but I was
Mhm.
kind of quiet, right? And so
Mhm.
I'm going to the store, and you got this one guy. He's throwing rocks, these little pebble rocks. They going all down my back, everything like. And he did it all the way to the store. Waited till I come out the store and was doing the same thing. And so I said, you know what? They're gonna be beating the shit out of us. And my sister and my brother was Jewish because I'm the oldest. They was my Jews. And I'm like, if I let them do it to me, they're gonna be kicking my sister and my brother's ass. So I took the stuff to my mom. I said, look, I'll be back. She said, where the hell you going? We just moved here. I know you don't know nobody, right? And so I just went down in the lobby and I just stood there. Never said nothing. And he was there. And I looked
Mhm.
at him, he looked at me, I looked at him, and I know he was probably thinking, why the fuck this bitch? Oh, she ain't scared. Well, let me show her something. And then boom. I let him, he's talking all that shit, I never say nothing. I'm just like, because what I'm thinking is my arms are short, so I need him to get close enough so I can put his ass down. And he did it, walked up there and cracked right in the chin, motherfucker on the floor. I'm like, okay, now I'm
He had a
feeling
glass jaw,
confident.
huh? He had a
Now I'm
glass
feeling
jaw.
confident. I'm like, I'm
Oh
finna
wow.
show these people I can fight. My uncles taught me how to fight. I knew how to
Yeah.
box. I just was never bullied. I didn't believe in that. I hated that shit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I beat his ass, and I had to beat his ass 3 times. The last time his mama helped him, cause back in the day you had those button down shirts in the back. So my
Yeah.
shit started coming a loose. I ain't really had no titties back then or nothing, but I had some knobs, and I'm like, trying to keep that shit up and beating his ass too. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. and then the others tried. But then, I had to show them that. Woo! And then the older siblings, the young adults, they had
Mhm.
older uh siblings and stuff, and they was like, man. And so then and so their older siblings and stuff like that. I mean, like, it was a slew of the drug dealers and gangbangers or whatever.
Mhm.
They would be hanging out, and sometimes they be waiting for me to fight. And guess who they bet on? They bet
You?
on me because they know I'm tearing that ass up. And those dummies kept coming, and I kept putting their lights out. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
respect to ABG. Hey, I'm doing great. Respect to Shawanda Williams just came in here. Did anybody else come in here? Nobody else came in here. I'm gonna spit the ring. Security footage of the bullet identified the student who bullied the middle schooler, but to his knowledge, no one was ever punished. And he said that it felt like the school patronized the white student. Instead, her child was given a pass to leave the classroom to decompress from the abuse. The incident was reported to the school board, but she
Mm-hmm.
reported never received a response. He also told no one likes black kids here at our school. The older brother also was hit with a piece of wood near the school, and the police were called. However, no one was
Wait a
ever
minute. And
arrested.
these days, shit.
The mother said that she had to leave her 9 to 5 job and take a night job due to the constant bullying so that she could meet with school officials. See, look at
She
uh huh.
should have. She should have. She should have. She should have been getting a lawyer to sue him. Cause
Oh,
see,
she
that's
got
that's the
oh
only.
hey Miss Joy. Sure, she got a lawyer. She got a lawyer. Oh, they finna get paid.
Yeah,
They finna
because
get
that's what
paid.
if they not. I'm telling you, you have to put fire up on it because racism is so systemic. You know what I'm saying? And they just like, what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. What? Okay.
Mhm.
Cause that's what I had to do. That was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't playing with them, and they were scared of me. Like, oh my god, this bitch is crazy. They called me crazy and everything. They even called the police on me, saying they said that I'm not supposed to be on school grounds and all that. They did everything they could. I told the police,
Yeah,
go fuck yourself. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
But tell
Because y'all
yeah,
not
you
gonna protect my son, then I will.
yeah. And the sad part about it is, he said if he tried to go out there, he usually scared about racist stuff. Said the boy. So he said he usually stay in the room. This is what another parent said. Another parent at the school said there's a lot of country boy and redneck around here, and there aren't a lot of black people. Added that one of his children commutes to one school so that he can be around more black people. He also said that his stepchildren have dealt with racism from other students. And now listen to this. I can understand students, but
Yeah.
listen to the last two. Let's listen to the last two.
Mm-hmm.
Other students, teachers, and people in the community.
Mm, mm, mm,
Mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
mm.
That's crazy. I think that's one of the biggest issue with this town. He said because there's not a lot of black people here, they think they can just run them over.
Yeah.
A
You
12
keep
year old
doing
boy
that.
was
Keep doing that.
a 12-year-old boy was eventually diagnosed with anxiety and major depressive disorder, and he was also suspended for 10 days for bringing a knife to school. He began going to an alternate school in Ottawa during the suspension, and his mood improved considerably.
Wait. Where was this at? What state was this?
Kansas, Ottawa, Kansas.
Oh, of course,
Oh,
of course, of course.
Yeah.
big bro.
Okay.
Let me try in on these. Let me throw my 2 cents in there, big bro.
Yeah,
That
go ahead.
story remind me of myself. I was like I said, I used to get my ass whooped as a kid. And like I told you before, the truth last month. I used to be a scared little cat, man. I was not like how Miss Joy talked about her story. Man, I wish I was like you, to beat everybody I see. But at the
I ain't
same
had
time,
no choice, baby.
but let me let me finish. Let me tell
Go
you, people.
ahead.
I was scared. I was a scared little boy. I used to stay getting picked on. I'm talking about I get embarrassed. I'm talking about. It's just like I did. It's like everything you hear about me is always like, oh man, Brian always get his ass whooped. Brian used to do this. Brian used to do that. I was just being a kid, man, just trying to get my class and go back home. Do be
Mhm.
good so I won't get in trouble by my parents, my mom, and my grandmother. I was raised by a single mom and my grandmother.
Mhm.
And I used to, get picked on. I was not a fighter. I used to be the black sheep of the family, where I called myself the black wolf of the family. It
Okay.
been going on. It been going on. I try to fight, I get beat up, and then most of the time when they hear me getting beat up, they're like, "Dang, Brian, you always get your ass whooped." And I'm like, "Man, I'm just." And then I ain't gonna lie, I cried. I'm being real with myself. I ain't trying to pretend like I'm this badass guy. I said I became
Mhm.
one. Now to this day, I am. But back then, man, I was. I went through a lot of crap. And sometimes I have these type of so-called PTSD moments when I be thinking about all the shit I've been through. I try to tell my mother, like, Mom, man, like I tell the folks at school, they're like, they're gonna stop, leave them alone, and all that stuff. I used to pray before I go to school. I used to do
Yeah.
all that. I've been picked on back in the fourth grade. I got picked on the worst. I
Yeah.
didn't want to. I didn't want to fight.
I got PTSD from being grown. I got jumped by some niggas. Being grown, I was grown ass woman, and my friend, he was gay, right? And so
Hmm.
I would go to his crib. He lived like right around the corner from me, and we'll go have us some drinks, kick it, watch some videos or whatever. And so it was getting late, and I said, "Let me get back to the crib." He was like, "Well, I'm gonna walk you." I said, "No, don't walk me. I'm cool. It's just right around the corner." So he insisted, and so I'm like, "Shit." So I'm like, "Okay." Now it was like these little gangbangers or whatever. And so I'm walking. I'm on the same side of my street. And we like right at the corner, and I'm like almost like in the middle of the corner, in the
Yeah,
middle of the block. I mean, and
yeah.
so he walking, and then so they was like, "Oh, he can't walk over here." I'm like, he got to take his ass across the street. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what's going on? And so,
but I got some good news. 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 Go ahead for your story. Go ahead for your
and,
Oh,
story, Miss Joy.
okay,
let me kind of go
and
ahead.
so,
Like I said, I was
and
gonna finish
so,
after you get through.
okay, and so I'm like, okay, so me being me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no, and plus we have been drinking, right?
Uh oh.
So I'm
Blaming on
just saying,
alcohol.
yeah, I'm just saying,
Oh
look,
my goodness.
y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Next thing I know, they start beating on the man. I'm like, wait a minute, he did shit. He's walking, so I felt very bad, and so I'm like, no, come on. And so I tries to like get him off the ground, so I could get him to the house and get some safety, and my sons go walk him back home or whatever. And so I get like I'm telling you, I'm like a step from the door from my building, and then the motherfucker come and just hit me in the face. And at that time I had just got at the hospital because I have what you call thunderclap syndrome. This brain thing.
Like a
Yeah.
brain
Like
trauma.
migraine, shit like that.
Like a
And
brain
Yeah.
so
trauma.
yeah, it's like I have these very like the worst, 100 times worse than migraines. It's
Yeah.
Something like a
chronic.
concussion.
Yeah, it's chronic. So I just got out the hospital for that. And so when they come, I'm like, what the fuck? So I didn't fight back because my God, his voice saying, cover your fucking head. Cover your head and get on the ground. And
Mm.
baby, they was kicking me, hitting me, everything. So my wig came off. My wig was everywhere.
Wow.
Damn. But
Damn, for real.
Yeah, and so
yeah.
I'm like, okay, so I made it. I made it to my door. I ring the doorbell. My kids come out. These motherfuckers disappear. So I have one son, cause I had a lot of friends over there, and so where they would be at was one of their grandma's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn. So I I said, fuck it, let me go to the hospital or whatever. So I go to the hospital and I still get shooken up right today, when I see a bunch of my friends, I walk with a chair. I have a walking chair, and I
Yeah.
have a hatchet in my chair because it's like PTSD is real, and after that, for a long time, I would wake up out of my sleep from
Yeah.
from that, and when my sons was looking for them. They was like, "Oh, we know that was your mama." My son said, "It's a damn lie. You motherfuckers know because they had kind of parties before that I would have. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and I was just like, he probably sucked all their dicks, and that's I think that was the end.
But
Yeah.
respect to realist ones, respect to Queen E James podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. And this what I said they had. Go ahead, Brian. I will read the good news.
All right.
I read the good news after you get finished.
Yeah, but continue on though. Yeah, but man, fifth grade, they talked about me. I'm talking about man, it was just like embarrassing, And some of the kids were popular, man. The kids were popular and shit. They used to talk about my breath. They used to talk about me all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
when sixth grade hit, one of my homeboys, man, to this day, me and him been friends for over 20 years. He he pulled me under his wing and taught me how to fight. I already had the dog in me, but I was basically hesitating to fight because I want to do the right thing and pass my classes and all that
Mm-hmm.
situation. But
Yeah.
my homeboy just taught me how to fight. He said, "Man, just let it go, Brian. Just let it
Let
go.
it go.
Let it
Yep.
get it go." But
Got
in
to.
fifth grade, my first fight, I was at PE. My first little revenge tour. One of the popular cats came. They picked me in PE.
Kick all that ass.
But let me continue. Let me continue. Let me finish. We came back from PE, and I thought we was cool. I don't know. You were trying to show out. He's good people now. He's good people. He's one of my good friends now. One minute, I don't know. He just pushed me. He pushed me again. I sat down like, dude, what you doing? And part of the wolf came in me. Like I told you, I had that wolf in me. Part of that came out of me. I snatched that dude by his shirt and his trousers, slung his ass through his ass, and let him slam his butt through a locker. Everybody like, ooh, ooh. I'm like, and I backed away. And I'm like, I was waiting for him to come back. And he got in my face again. And I said, bro, I can do it again. And they like, dang, I ain't know Brown was that damn strong. I'm like, yes. And my homeboy was sitting there just laughing. I see that. I see you, bro. I see you can do that. And then the next go around, it was these popular cats. They trying to fight me and stuff. I used to
Yeah.
grab one dude, like we was at the library, we was at PE. All this stuff being PE. And then this dude talk shit to me. I grabbed his arm, flung his ass, and slammed his ass on the bleachers.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
in 1 minute, in 1 minute, I'll be doing all that. Everybody starting to find out. I did that without the teacher knowing it. I sneakily do it because if they did that, like the teachers allowed that shit to do that to me, and they like laugh it off and shit. And I tell them, I say, hey, these guys bother me. When can you tell them to stop? I will. Don't do a motherfucking thing. But you guess what? But when I start doing something, oh, they taking notice now. But moving on, back to my rampage. And I used to be called, getting strong. They're like, dang, this dude's strong. And then I saw another tough ass guy. I'm not mentioning no names. They started talking shit to me. At one point, I'm like, man, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm just still being humble. Like, man, leave me the fuck alone. Next thing I know, lift his ass up, rammed his ass on the wall. One dude talking shit, put him in a headlock, choked his ass out, throw his ass down. And I'm doing this shit. I'm like, I'm an adventurer. I'm like, damn, this nigga strong. I'm like, I'm hearing all this shit you doing, Brian. I'm like, man, I just want to be left the fuck alone. Then all of a sudden,
yeah, you had
and
to once you
then I
start.
was like, I was in a rampage. So my homeboy, like, damn, Brian, I know you were doing this and that, but god damn, bro. I'm like, man, I'm tired. Do I want to be popular? Yeah, I love the women I want to fuck with. They want to fuck with me because I guess I was just quiet and I was shy. I was not a talker. I was a shy cat, man. I was shy, and I was, trying to be good. My mother, my grandmother, all them, they like and then my folks like, man, you gotta be strong because every time I hear about everything come back to my parents, they like, Brian, you get your ass whooped. But I say, you know what? That motivated me. That gave me motivation. I'm like, it motivated me even more. It's like I want revenge to take out, at my folks. So I'm tired of hearing about me getting my ass whooped. So I made a dang statement. So I grabbed
Yeah.
the dude by the throat.
The throat.
I bet his ass about four, and I was just like, man, I was a big wrestling fan. I like the Rock, Stone Cold, Goldberg. I was a big wrestling fan back
Oh,
then.
you like that too? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
my favorite wrestler is the one that's dead now, Chris Benoit. I like him.
Oh, okay.
But moving on, back to that. Then it was a lot of tough guys. I used to take on big cats, man. Lose, but man, I stand my ground. I lifted one of them dudes up and spine busted his ass. And I didn't
Ooh,
punch.
damn.
I didn't punch the dude because I was so. And part of me was still nervous about me getting kicked out of school. And like the guys get kicked out of school, they like, oh man, I don't give a damn. I'll go to alternative school. But me, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get up my level. I got held back twice, yes. And some of my friends I used to fuck with kind of turned on me. And I'm like, okay, all that shit be going on. I felt betrayed it. And I felt like, dang, y'all used to be my niggas. So I got held back a couple of times. They talked about me. No, I wasn't dumb. I was easily distracted. I was a game freak. I like the video games that distracted me from my real work. It's not like, oh, Brian was dumb. No, it wasn't dumb. I was just too distracted.
Well,
And
you know what? That's what happens to a lot of people. You
yeah,
know,
but
like you be in school and then you dealing with a whole lot of things, and a lot of times it comes from the home. You're dealing with
yes,
shit at home, and then you got to deal with this bullshit at school, and so like what's gonna give? You know what I'm saying? And just like I had to prove that I am not gonna let you run over me, even if you beat my ass. I will fight and fight and fight,
I
and
didn't give
and
a
I
damn.
had to do it. And then when I got older, I still had the same mindset, because I'm a woman first of all, and I'm black.
Mhm.
And I have went my high school. I went to Mada High School. It was nothing but white people here, white students, and every time they had this short discipline officer, Mr. Migrant or something like that. And he
Mhm.
would come every time something was stolen from the white kids from their lockers. He would come and get me and my cousin. Cause
Hmm.
cause there was like about 5 blacks there. And so, but to be honest, it was me and my cousin.
Hey, but I'm letting that pass right there. I'm pretending I didn't hear that. I'm pretending
Like,
I didn't hear that.
we on the hustle type shit. How you
Oh yeah, I already
feel?
know.
How you feel like somebody they putting fur coats and RVD? This is high school. I'm like, whoa, well, damn. And then
Man,
I
Oh
be
yeah.
standing right behind them. I see the little numbers. I'm like, okay, we got one. You know what I'm saying? I used to take their cars. Be like, let me do a test drive. These motherfuckers in high school. Some of them was like sophomores, and they driving up in motherfucking. I'm like, oh, and of course, I be like, let me take a test drive. I take that motherfucker all the way out west. They chop that shit down, give me money, and then I be like, oh my god, I was carjacked. I started carjacking before this shit even started. I'm telling you, they be like, oh.
Okay.
And the next day they go get a new one. Shit, it was like okay, and they be like, don't give Joy that your fucking car. She gonna want to test drive your car. No, 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 don't let her. And now be like, okay, that game is up. That jig is up. Like, fuck
Okay.
it.
Respect to tell
let
you.
me continue.
Hold on. Let me. I got to get this in, Vern. I got
Get
to get
it
this
in.
in.
Get it in.
Respect to tell you, Renee. I know you got one live going later. Hey, I'm gonna try to be over there. If not, I know I'm gonna catch the replay if it's still up. But Miss J said, if I got to go to my baby's school, cause she getting bullied, everybody getting mollywop.
Everybody get it.
Damn.
Molly Wop. See,
but
that's how
but
you have to do it. Shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, let me
yeah.
go
He
ahead and
said,
may I continue,
hey,
big bro?
you got too many stories.
No, no, no. I got. No. Let me continue on with that. It's gonna be over. I promise it's gonna be. I gotta get this all out. Like I
Hey, you
said,
gonna
after
get
that,
it? Hey, I promise you gonna get it out after this. You gonna get it out because I got another child story after this too. So you gonna get it out. Trust me after this. But I gotta get the feel good in here right here.
but
Ooh.
my opinion on it about the kid though. Oh, now the bullies are scared of him for bringing a knife to protect himself. Now those like Karens. This is what we've been talking about, bro.
About
I'm
Yeah.
like, these guys
because
ain't really strong. They cowards. They've been protected by the teachers or all the
hmm
connection. It all started off
Yeah.
from the people in the school. The bullies who've been picking on this kid. Those bullies probably connected to those teachers, maybe to their laws, the board education members. Think about
Yeah.
that,
because
bro.
they know these
They can get
people.
away with it.
Because you got the most worst, dirty ass fucking menaces children in there,
Yeah.
and their
Yeah.
mothers or fathers are on the school council board. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss
you
ABJ, yeah, they bringing more than knives.
Yeah.
Yes, they
yeah.
are.
It
But
said,
continue, big
it
bro.
said, it said, however, the school district wanted to return the boy to Ottawa Middle School because he was a troubled kid and wasn't allowed to stay at the alternate school. Shortly after being
He was
forced to
a
go,
trouble kid. Ain't that something? Mm.
wasn't a terrible kid. Shortly after being forced to go back to his old school, the same bully continued, and her son again had trouble getting up for school. I like this mother approach right here, what she did. The mother has now decided to send her children to a free boarding school for Native American students in Oklahoma, more than 5 hours away from home to escape the bullying. The children
Oh
will be
hell.
Mm.
Mm.
the children will be able to come home for at least one long weekend per month, as well as holidays, summers, and spring break. She said her son was excited about growing out and dyeing his hair.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Ooh.
So you agree with what she had to do, and instead of him being in public school, she gotta send her son 5 hours away, to avoid that, and they live in this state. You know what? I don't agree with that. I
I'm tell you why.
think
Hold on. I'm tell you why I agree with it. I'm tell you why I agree with it. Tell you why I agree with it.
Mm.
One, you got to look at the child themselves. If he was in the outer school doing well and happy, and they forced him to go back to that school, and he's happy at that alternate school in Oklahoma, it's 5 hours away. But guess what? That don't mean they're gonna get away with the shit anyway. You see what
Hell
I'm
no, they can
saying?
get to no problem.
But what I'm saying is, okay, I get it, I get it. As long as they're striving and progressing, that's different. But then they want to make him come back. I, it would be like I would have to get some money. So like, oh, you want him to come back? Okay, I tell you what, it needs to be some things in place. He
Yeah.
needs to be protected. If anything happens, I'm suing you fucks. It is no. How you gonna make him come back to endure or go through bullshit, and you're not doing anything to help him as far as his safety? And then I mean, like, it's a reactionary thing because us well, me, I'm just going to speak for me. Me, as being a black woman that raised 8 children, and I have to do. I will do whatever for mine. And
Yep.
if that means I gotta sit in the classroom, so you wanna make him come back, so you might as well make me a student too, bitch. I'm working in the cafeteria. I'm
You
in
the
the cafeteria.
janitor. You the
That
substitute
bully is
teacher.
gonna see me everywhere, and he's gonna know this is my child. Try something, or try something, and I still wanna see your damn parents, so I can get real ghetto with the motherfuckers. Cause I'm gonna scare their ass to the point where they gonna wanna take their kid out of school. Cause I'm gonna get that ass. Fuck with minds again. And see,
You're
that's
right.
the only thing that white people don't understand. That's
Yep.
on that racist stuff.
You're right
Mm.
about that. So
Hey, Papa. Hey.
Papa
I'm
Will,
with
Papa Will, God bless you, my brother. Sir.
respect. But I tell you, it's kind of. I understand her logic, but at the same time, I'm gonna continue to see what happened with this story, right?
Yeah, let's
Cause,
Continue
go.
on. Continue on,
cause,
bro.
cause they gonna some gonna have to give sooner or later.
No, they're gonna get sued. They're
Oh,
gonna,
they
and
gonna get
she's
sued.
gonna,
Oh,
and she's gonna win.
she gonna
They're
get all that
gonna
money.
win.
They're gonna
Heck
win.
yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
I,
she
I can
gonna
see.
win.
See, you went to the teacher. He went to the
Yeah.
principal, assistant principal, the counselor.
Mhm.
Then he
Mhm.
went to the school board.
Mhm.
But then the whole town and teachers doing the same damn thing. Explain
Mhm.
that.
You know what? Sometimes, like I say, systemic racism, and that's in Kansas. Come on now. I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, I don't want to bring some other political shit there, but I've been going there. I may even fucking go live tonight because it's a whole lot of things that's going on, and this is what I always try to put this information out there because people get a lot of disinformation or they get no information, and so I try to put information out. Watch out, do this, don't do that. There's voter suppression, things like that. In order for us to get rid of these idiots, these white supremacists, these sucking people that's in Congress now, they're in Congress. Oh my God. I have just saved some things that, okay, if Tanya go on, I want y'all to come back because I just say, because I'm a random.
Like I said, when I said about the children, when I said and more, oh, I
Yeah.
got more. I got more.
Yeah, let's do more because
Because
we
guess
have
what?
to inform our people.
After the kid story, oh,
Yeah.
you think you gonna go off now? Wait till you hear the wait till you hear
Well,
the
you
story I
know
got for
what?
later. Wait
You
till
know
the
what? I cannot
Man,
even watch local news. And because, I see so much, I'm like, look at this shit. It makes me cry. But that's local, right? I handle
hmm
that business. I go and vote when I need to vote to get rid of those some of my moms. You know what, you know. He would say some of my B, but the Congress, I swear to God, I be looking at that shit, and my daughter, I had to tell my daughter, I'm like, you know what, I am so fucking I am sorry but cursing, but I'm potty mouth. I
Go
am
ahead, continue.
so tired. I am so obsessed with looking at the Congress. I mean, like it is. If anybody, if you pay attention to what that, I mean, the racism is so. It is so absurd, and you be looking like, dang. They want to put us back in slavery days because they cannot stand the fact that this. Do you look? Hold on. What is woke to you all? And I'm gonna tell you what woke is to uh these idiots, these Congress people in Congress now, in Congress, and then you would know what woke is, what they portray woke to their voters or their fans. Very small group of white supremacist piece of shits. But what do you think a woke is?
knowing what the hell going on in the government, what they trying to do.
Wait a
Kind of
minute.
blind. That's not
Yeah.
woke. The backwards of woke is putting goddamn blindfolds in the eye. That's what woke is to people. That's all that
Wait a
is.
minute.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on. You
distraction.
know what?
But
They don't even know what woke is. You know
yeah.
what they
No. Oh,
call
I'm
work.
woke. This. I'm
You know
woke.
what they call woke? Diversity,
Mm.
inclusion.
Nah,
Just
that ain't what it is. That ain't what it
Miss
is.
no, no, no,
Joy.
no, no.
Miss
This
Joy. Miss
no.
Joy.
Hold
What's the
on,
backwards of
hold
lie?
on.
What's the
Hold on,
backwards
Miss
of
Joy.
lie?
Hold on.
I'm
What's the
gonna
backwards
tell
of
you.
lie?
I'm trying to tell you,
I know.
baby.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute.
What you
Respect
think
to
woke is?
yeah. Respect to Miss Marlene Sanders show. Hey, if you got it any time, you come on here join the panel too. We'd like to hear your opinion. And oh, I got something y'all might want to listen to. Hold up for a minute.
Go ahead.
Sending an afro wig and white face paint to a student. Let's get into the story. Let's put up the institution. It is a hell of a story. Officials in Warren Township School District are now under fire following the filing of a civil rights lawsuit by the parents of a mixed race student in the New Jersey town. They claimed their son was subjected to harassment, intimidation, and bullying by his own second-grade teacher due to his racial background. The family further exclaims that the student was retaliated against when the civil rights allegations were brought to officials' attention. The teacher allegedly sent the 7-year-old child an afro wig and white paint on July 9, 2021, during the COVID-19 pandemic, when students were still remote learning, according to the Daily Beast. The family's complaint reportedly says teachers had access to students' addresses for the 2021-2022 school year. Denise and Kevin Anderson, the child's parents, state in a racial harassment complaint filed on July 6th that Amazon's customer service verified for them that the boy's teacher, Christine Raza,
Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Miss Joy, you covered on with 2 avatars? Joy.
Miss Joy.
Joy.
Is she on mute?
I don't know. But Joy.
I'm just gonna drop down.
Oh, no. You still up here?
Can you hear me now?
Yo, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Okay, no, I don't know what happened, but was that disputable?
Yeah, I ain't finished it yet. I just want to make sure you were still there. Because I see 2 of your avatars there. Let me
Yeah,
tell
2
you.
avatars now. One's on camera and one's not. Well, now it's 2 of them now.
I don't know what had to happen. My shit be doing some strange things. Okay.
Hold on. Let me see which one. Keep talking. I'm see which one. Oh, I know which one it is. Don't worry
The
about
one
it.
on the left.
Yeah, I
The
know which
on the
one
left
it is.
talking.
Cause
I
see,
know.
I got you on 2 devices, so
Yeah.
I'm hitting it
Yeah.
up. Yo,
Yeah, I
listen,
Yeah, okay, we good.
I got you. We good. All right, here we go. Let's continue.
Which they call an act of intimidation. Still on the school board, let's put them up. Still the school board district and Jeff Haney, Warren Township, did nothing to reprimand the educator, according to the lawsuit. While nothing was done to the teacher, their son was retaliated against and was forced to learn in a hostile education environment, according to the filing. The Afro-Latina mother and white father say in the lawsuit that as a result of this, their son, whose appearance easily identifies him as a member of the mixed race community, feels afraid about the learning process. The child, now in the 4th grade, also feels humiliated and intimidated by his teacher's actions and suffered emotional and mental damages for which he had to receive therapy and change schools. The complaint says. Let me give you the statement from the school board. Let's put it up.
I want to hear this.
The Board of Education and the individual employees deny the allegations in the complaint and intend to vigorously defend the case. At all relevant times, the Board of Education's primary concern is the education and well-being of its students. Communications Coordinator Shannon Reagan wrote. While WTSD did not release a statement, it did say,
bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Oh, that's all count, man. That's all bullshit. It's all count, man. Trying to come up with bullshit. That's all they were doing, bro.
Hey, Miss Marlene, what you got to say about this? About the school and these schools that doing our kids wrong?
All that dirty shit. Go ahead.
Well, all I have to say is that's the reason why I don't believe in public education, why I have my nieces and nephews homeschool, because of this foolishness, the things that they teaching these kids and telling them that things that I took them because I'm one of the primary caregivers for my nephew. I didn't like that they were saying he couldn't get certain books anymore and saying things that happened with the slavery and stuff, like they can't read those books anymore. I was like, this is crazy. We out of here. Okay. We're done with
Can
that.
I say something, Miss Marlene?
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say something to you. and which I want you to know that I did not forget. When you was talking about doing your real hair, I told you if you do that because you're beautiful, that I will cut my own hair off. So I still stand by that, and you will see that later in a in a one of my videos that I do. So I wanted to see your beautifulness, and
I
it's
did. I
nothing
did
wrong.
that video, Miss Joy. I did on my vlog
I know
channel.
I seen it, but I haven't. I've been dealing with my own mental health, and so I haven't
Okay.
been able to like. I haven't really been doing no lives, and so believe this to be the truth that I say to you out of my mouth. I'm gonna cut all my hair off, and I'm gonna cut it all the way down. Cause I told you, if you just be you, do however you do, I will cut all of my hair off to the skin. And so I will be a bald hat ass, just celebrating you being you. That's how I get down. But I have something to say about this other thing. I just wanted to get that out to you because I haven't been like roaming around for a while, and I don't want to take up a whole lot of uh the truth time. So because I can go on and on and on.
Yes,
But
yeah,
I
yes,
just
yeah.
want
Yes,
you to
ma'am.
know I salute you in your cause or whatever it was. You being you. I love genuine people. I love people that's not afraid to be themselves. So you're gonna see a bald head soon. I just want you to know that, Miss Marley. Yeah, I'll be kicking it with you too. Y'all just don't know. I'll be everywhere. And I love the truth because we talk about real things. And I need to say something about this situation, the truth. I kind of almost forgot because I'm an old bitch. But it's okay.
I like this woman. I like this woman.
And so I'm trying to get my shit together. But this is the thing about what I'm gonna piggyback on what Miss Marlene says. Okay, every parent is not smart enough to homeschool. So they have to rely on public schools. They have to rely on an institution of public schools. And so I'm gonna tell you this, and when my daughter died in 2015, right? I still had she had left three beautiful daughters. One was already in high school on her way out. I had to deal with some college shit. And they wanted to put me out. Like, I got no goddamn money for that because I don't trust these goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in debt for their shit just in case they get all these fucking loans and everything and then it be on me. I'm too old for that shit. But I had the younger ones. That was ones was still in grade school. One was coming out, and the thing of it is that they knew. I'm now my baby, that little one. You know, she is crazy. I think she's still crazy.
To
Like
get honest,
How you gonna call out your own kid and say she
look,
crazy?
I call it how it is, baby. I don't tell no lies. I ain't got a lot
No
of y'all.
comment.
Who y'all be? What y'all gonna do about it anyway?
No comment. No comment on that
Hey,
at
what
all.
y'all gonna do
Continue,
about
man.
it anyway?
hey,
I would
Molly.
tell people. I would
No
tell
comment.
people to doc. Look, wait a minute, hold on. I get into it with some stupids, and I'll be like, "What docs me? What you gonna do about it? You gonna come to my crib, motherfucker? Get blown up or whatever? I ain't never scared about nothing. Period. I don't care. I tell people where I live or nothing like that. But this is the thing when it comes to my children, and so this is a wild card. So my daughter's gone, and I'm like, Dad, I get these fucking kids. Like shit, my motherfucking children are grown as fuck. And then the older I get, my daughter, I just was talking to my daughter today. And she was like, damn, mom, how y'all? I'm like, damn, y'all ass old as hell. She started laughing. She was like, oh, you ain't say you was old as hell. You said we old as hell. Hell yeah, y'all old as hell. But the yeah, so but the thing that I'm talking about, the stuff that you go through in your life. My mother was mentally ill. I am a manic depressive. And so it is like you have to deal with life as it comes. And anytime I would die for my children, I won't lie for them because they may be guilty because I've been guilty before. So I'll be like, look, bitch, get your hold your head up, do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the thing of how this racism is going. And I'm gonna just be honest. I never knew about racism. My mother, when they was together, they never talked to us about racism. I did not know anything about racism until I was a fucking grown woman. And it upset me. And I'm like, what? So all that fighting I was doing, but that was with my own. And
There
so
you go.
I'm thinking, now I gotta fight these motherfuckers. Like it is very, very hard to pull and get that wrap that shit around your head. So you said homeschool, but not every parents are not equipped to homeschool their children. And public schools is the reason why they exist. Because, okay, say for instance, my parents, they was pretty smart, but if I try to homeschool my kids, cause shit comes out differently every 5 or 6 years. I've never been a great person with math. And they come. I mean, these motherfuckers in fifth grade, fourth grade. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What? I never seen that before. Shit changes, technology changes, fucking the critical whatever changes. How they do math changes. So if you a professor, I can see that. Let me homeschool my kids. But if you are not if you don't have that quality or skill, you rely on these public schools or private schools, whatever you can afford. And
Yeah.
no, I ain't no motherfucking way I'm gonna be taking my kid out of school with my dumb ass and be like, yeah, I'm finna homeschool your ass. No, I cannot do it. I want my children to be as smart and bright and be able to do thinking and whatever these professionals, cause I'm not a professional. See,
Hey,
it's
Joy,
easy.
See
Joy,
what
Joy.
see the one thing that I learned going through the system is that there is opportunities out there, and a lot of us minorities, we don't understand that it does not have to be the public system. They have a lot of programs. I take my nephew to the library, and they have distance learning where they have teachers that will teach them online, and all of that is available free from the government. But we
Okay,
don't
so
understand
Ooh.
those things.
okay,
Hey,
Marlene,
hey, hey, hey,
I get you
hey,
on that. I really do.
there's Joy, Marlene. It's not. You could homeschool them. You could do the program what you were talking about, and you can send them to public school. But one thing we got to teach our children that the school, the whatever learning, whatever, we got to teach them, especially the his story. You see, feel what I'm saying? The his story. Okay, that whitewash. We got to
Okay.
teach them the real history.
That's the reason why we took him out and a few of his friends, because me and a few of the other parents was saying, "Ain't no way we gonna have the children thinking they trying to delete things like what happened to us never happened." And I'm like,
Hmm.
"Nah."
Yeah,
I'm like, "You're not
you
gonna
live in
erase our
Florida.
background." No.
You live in Florida.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Already,
fucking dirty
look,
wrong.
look, Marlene. I already know what. Look, Marlene. I already know what y'all going through down there. That governor is sick in the
Man, what the hell
You
is
know
going
why?
on
He
goddamn
down
is
there,
the
man?
worst of the worst. But guess what? You have some strong people there that do not like his ass.
Hmm.
And you know what? See, this is what's so very important. And he's trying to. He don't. This motherfucker have put in place, motherfucker. Where they can't say they don't know where he's fucking going. You know what I'm saying? When he's motherfucker, he is a eat 'em up fucking gummy worm bitch. And I swear to you, that motherfucker, y'all, I'ma tell you, Miss Saunders, Miss Marlene, man, grab everybody you can because they're trying to suppress the vote. He is a dirty, he is worse. See, at least Trump, at least the orange bitch, God, I don't, you know what, I don't want to get this shit. But I always say it on mine, saying they haven't fucked with me yet. But at least this fool say it out loud. This he just doing things that he think. I mean, like his poll numbers have went down. Even he's the governor of Florida. They don't want to. They just don't want him. He
but
cannot win. But I'm gonna tell you, the burning of book or the banning of books, I call it
yeah,
burning because that's what they did in the Holocaust. The
yeah.
so the banning of books. I mean, like, who do these people think that see? And this has always been in their mind. But Donald Trump come out. Donald Trump told them it's okay to show your white supremacy. It's okay to be hateful. It's okay. And all he does is grimaces. And you know why we can't get we things are happening in these different states because you got these same damn people that agree with him that have grievances. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I'm white. I should be on top of the chain line. No, you
No,
stupid.
Yeah.
no.
But hey, I'm gonna ask Marlene this question for Marlene. Marlene, the governor, the sentence, right?
Hmm.
What could who do he think he is? Do he think he white?
I don't know who he think he is because I don't really care what he doing. You just stay away from my
No,
people
you
and
should
you
care because he's
Hold on, Joe.
Uh,
Hold on, Joe. Let Marlene finish. Let Marlene finish. Let Marlene finish.
because
Wait.
I don't know who he thinks he is. I don't know what he think he trying to do and trying to be. You just stay away from me and mine. That's all I have to say. I don't care about anybody else. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If
Can
that's
I
your
can
oh,
I
preference,
say
yeah,
I'm
something?
that's what I'm
sorry.
talking
Can I
about.
say something to
That's
that?
fine.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Marlene,
he don't.
he got all his cronies that pass bills. So you should care because he has all his cronies that pass his dirty bills. These bills that he passed, he just passed a 6-week abortion bill. He just passed banning books a bill. I'm gonna tell you. See, this is what the problem is. Do not say or do not. I mean, you need to know because see, this is what I do. This shit. It could be. I would just put this shit up for people to know what is going on. I put shit up for people to know what is going on in Congress because see, they are used to us not really giving a damn because
Yeah.
when it actually because they figure, oh, it don't bother me, but yes, it does. Because, Marlene, you get older and these bills are in place. What if your baby, your grandbaby, your great grandbaby get raped and she doesn't have that
Right.
baby?
Always,
But
always.
These things matter. It matters. It matters
hey,
your
hey,
vote
hey,
and your vote matters.
hold
I'm
on,
telling
Joy.
you, be
Uh,
aware. Stay focused. Be aware, cause these motherfuckers are evil, and they want to take us back. Cause see, Marlene, you're gonna pick some cotton. I know the fuck I'm not. That's why we
hey,
have
but the problem,
for real.
Joy. But the problem with that is they are not. They not trying to take us back. They try to keep us from knowing the history, and no reason they try to keep us from knowing that our children, our great grandchildren, great grandchildren, whatever, on that line. Why they try to keep them from knowing the real story is because about 20, 30 years from now, they gonna be under us, under our, under the
That's
under our reign, and they scared that we gonna put that our future that
but
that their
but
kids gonna
but
be
see but
their
see
kids gonna be under
I understand that.
being back in be under slavery. See,
I understand that, but we are not people like that. We like to move on. They're the ones that's scared about that shit because they know they've been some evil motherfuckers. Their
yeah,
ancestors have did some shit. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me see if I can find. Look. I'm gonna have to go
but
live now because I want you all to see where a motherfucker was questioning, like, why do we have to pay for? Cause your ancestors was evil, bitch. Look,
but
I am not. I'm
hey,
look. I'm not going. I'm not
hey,
going. And he want to. This is a conversation with Will and this is sports shit, right? And I'm looking and I'm listening. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Your ancestors is your ancestors set the stage, and so now you don't want to be a part of it. Well, then turn black, then, bitch. Cause really, don't make no excuses. God damn it. Don't make excuses. Your ancestors, just like we have to deal with our ancestors, just like we have to deal with our children right now. They call our black ass children ghetto. They call this thing woke when they don't even know what the fuck it means. Because when they find out what it means, and it's a song, it's a damn song.
okay, hold on,
And,
hold on,
and
hold on.
so and so
Hey,
they
Joy,
think they
Joy,
didn't
take it
even
down a notch.
have
Take it down a
no
notch.
nothing.
Take it down a
And they
notch.
don't want inclusion and shit.
Miss Joy,
I'm
Miss
getting
Joy.
sick of these
Hey,
fuckers.
Joy. Hey, take it down. Hey, okay. Anti-conspiracy channel. Respect to you. You got a question? Go ahead. Ask it. And respect to Fatty Yak. I want y'all to listen to something right quick. I want y'all to listen to something right quick. Hold on. Hold on. I got to get the volume up. Hold on. I'm trying to get the volume up. My bad.
They give a penny
Hold on. Hold on.
of
I got to start over now.
black
Hold on.
people. A Republican, actually a bunch of them, about 14 total. They hate black folks so much that they are willing to sponsor a bill that if a state, a county, or even a municipality, if they give a penny of money to black people in the guise or under the guise of reparations,
That's
it should
disputable.
eliminate all federal funding ever coming to that entire state forever. Put up the picture. I mean, that's some hate. Texas Republicans in the House are not simply threatening the loss of federal funding for lawmakers who support reparations for black residents. They have now introduced a bill to do just that. The 13 co-sponsored bill introduced by Brian Babin would prohibit the federal government from providing financial assistance or bailouts to states, local counties, or municipalities if they support reparation laws that are associated with descendants of slaves. Now remember, in the bill itself, it makes the distinction. We're not talking about reparations. We're only talking about reparations as it relates to descendants of slaves, but they're not racist. This
Yeah.
is one of the most
All right, Miss
insane
Marlene.
bills.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
that's
Thank you. Go
saying something
tend to
in this
him.
area
And hey,
that you will
wish your
hear.
family well.
There's more.
God
According
bless
to
you, Miss
Babin's
Marlene.
bill, the U.S. government, including the Federal Reserve System and independent agencies, may not provide any loan, any grant, or other form of financial assistance to the government of any state or political subdivision thereof, or any agency or instrumentality of such a state or political subdivision that enacts into law any program providing reparations on the basis of what? Slavery. Slavery. Or race, or ethnicity, national origin, or historical practices related thereto. Related to what? Slavery. That's it. Just black people. He should have just said it. We don't want Negroes getting nothing. So anything related to Negroes and money, they can't get it, or your whole state gets no money from us. As if it's their money in the first place. You realize that black people pay taxes, right? You do realize that our allies pay taxes, right? And that those who are adversely impacted, well, you're also deciding to adversely impact individuals that may even support you. It is insanity on top of insanity, as I said. But there's more. American taxpayers, according to him, should not be forced to pay for radical, race-based reparation payments to please the woke left. Babbitt told Fox News. My bill ensures that government entities enacting reparation laws based on race, ethnicity, national origin, or slavery cannot receive federal bailouts, Babbitt said. America actually likes reparations and bailouts. We've given reparations to Native Americans, not to the tune that they deserve. We've given reparations to many groups, including the Japanese and Jews.
I'm about this
We've given bailouts to banks, car industry. But as soon as the conversation starts, and I mean conversation because the only thing we really have is a commission to study reparations. Now, we can't even get that funded. A commission to study reparations has caused a new commission of Republicans to say everybody who engages in this type of action will have the federal government oppose them. Isn't it ironic that the same party who once told us they are for small government, that they do not want the federal government or other big government taking over small local jurisdictions, are doing just that as it relates to stopping black folk from receiving any form of reparations at all?
Oh, he ain't finished yet.
There's more. Let's put it up. Seemingly an act of retaliation. The bill comes after Texas representative introduces a bill to commission, study, and develop reparations proposals for black residents. Other states and cities have already taken steps toward reparations via proposals, discussions of logistics and cash amounts, and some have already paid money. California has finalized a proposal for reparations for black residents. Evanston, Illinois has already paid some money to residents with this restorative allocating $25,000 worth of housing improvements, mortgage assistance, or down payments to black residents who lived in Evanston between 1919 and 1969. You have colleges who have engaged in very similar practices, but those colleges were built by black folk who could not reap the benefits of their labor. Keep in mind, please, reparations is not a handout. Reparations is a debt settled. It's what it should be.
I wonder how
I want you to look at this historically.
I wonder how they're going to do it.
That was forced should have been paid labor. Even if they labored and received a barter agreement, it should have been compensated. But because it was not, my great, 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 great grandfather, who was enslaved in this country, died with nothing. His wife died with nothing, separated, ripped from him. If they would have been compensated, they would have had land and money to pass to that generation. That generation would have had land and money to pass to the next, and so on. Black folk are in this routine of systematic dysfunction that none of us signed up for.
Exactly.
Hey, he's just saying something that I've been talking about for the longest, and other people on other shows have been talking about for the longest. Systematic system that they got our kids in. It's just some of those grown folks are still in.
What?
You see what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah,
systematic.
but you know, class say something, and then I'm out of here because one thing I always like tell people, you know, you have people that sit up on their ass and they expect reparations. They expect checks to come to them. They expect this. This is just like when Obama was in. And Obama, they got these checks, but what they fucking didn't know that was a loan, motherfuckers. That was a loan to get you out of whatever debt that you was in at the moment. You know, I mean, like, and then everybody, they, you know, but this, I mean, like, reparations, how is it going to do it? How many of us, like, it's not, see, that when people say, oh, they gave it to the Holocaust victims. They didn't give the Holocaust victims shit. They gave back money that they stole from them. These the Jews. They had all these lovely things or whatever.
They
They
gave back
fucking
money
paid
that they
them back
stole.
the shit or gave back the shit that they stole from them. Reparations. I'm in my own shit. We'll never give reparations. The only way we give reparations in my eyesight is equality. Uh women's equality. Uh like just every fucking thing that they're doing. We'll never give reparations. You know why? Cause it's too many. We'll break the fucking bank. If they remember the mule and all that shit, who the fuck they giving that to? Who are they gonna give that to? We would never give up. I wish people would stop talking about reparations and instead talk about stopping the suppression of voters. Stop the mother. I mean, like it's so many other fucking things. Why are the fuck we looking for reparations when there's some shit that had never come because they couldn't pay us? We built this bitch.
But
They
but
couldn't pay us.
Miss Joy, I'm gonna tell you something right here. They had all that money sit over there to Ukraine, right? All the money to do everything else. They find money to do all everything else that that don't help nobody in this country. But all of a sudden, when it comes down, they had money to give to the Native, some of the Native Americans. Had money to give to the Jews, when some of the Jews were white. They had some money to give to the Japanese.
I gotta get with you on that one. I want
Hey,
to.
I'm taking a perfect example. Cop City down here, right? A
Mhm.
new perceived training facility for firefighters and police department. They gonna put it in the black neighborhood. You know how much that cost? You know how much they
How
paying the
much?
bill that?
How
51
much, bro?
million. $51 million.
Say
Okay,
what?
$1 million is nothing.
I said
Look,
50. I
listen,
said
look.
I
I
said
have to listen
51.
with
I
you
said
on this.
51. I said 51. You know what they could do?
$51 million. That's still nothing.
But yeah,
Motherfuckers
but you know
have
what you
that
could
in
do
their
with, hey, but you know
pockets.
what you could do with $51 million?
A lot
What
of stuff
can
with it.
okay? They can take $51, and how they gonna spread that around to fucking to the fucking reparations? Look,
No,
let
no,
me
no.
let me say this.
I'm talking about in the city of Atlanta where they putting this cop city at. That $51 million that could be going
Okay,
back
you
into the
know what?
neighborhood
I'm gonna say
to
this.
to rebuild. You know how many torn down
This
houses
shit
they can
help out the
rebuild?
community with
No,
that
no,
money. You know, we
I
talking about
want to
this
say
too.
this. Hold on, I want to say this. See, this is the thing that nobody ever really think about. Remember back in the day when it was but we didn't get reparations, an acre and a mule. That was what was told to our ancestors. It didn't happen, right? And then when they did have their own acres that was not provided from the government, these motherfuckers want to tax them for it or take it. And I'm just want people to motherfucking understand why you talking about reparations? For the most part, for the most part, and this is just my opinion, is, you know what I'm saying? It's not written in stone. My opinion is that I would never ask for reparations. What I want, what I really want, is equality. I want to be able to go and get a fucking job and not have to fill out a fucking and put if I'm black or not. You like people don't fucking know that these motherfuckers, I don't give a shit how you fucking put cream on that cake. They are gonna make you eat it and then they're gonna say something else. Equality is the best thing. Freedom. You know what they're doing? Taking women's rights away. They all in our fucking business. Or what? I mean, LGBTQ. Like this shit is connected. They want to take us back. Back in the days, this fucker, I can put his ass up right now. What he called the black, the coloreds, and
Oh dear.
you know, you know what I'm saying? Look, y'all gotta stop paying attention to what the fuck they doing in the Congress, cause they are the ones that pass these stank ass bills. You had Charlie Kirk bitch ass talking about, oh, they got affirmative action. Oh, they was too dumb, so they had to do, and they took spaces from white women. Let me tell y'all something. You gotta stay focused and you gotta be watching these whores. These motherfucking devil, evil fucks. And you know what? I used to always wonder why they call the white men devils. And honestly, my parents never said nothing about racism. When I got older, I was like stunned, like, what? Because I never experienced it. It was never talked about in the house. One time I seen my father, and I was so angry with him. A motherfucker, white man, called, and I guess he was asking for rent. My father, he said something. My father hit and broke his fucking nose. I was so fucking angry at my father. I did not understand as a child. I didn't understand racism until I got grown. Until it was placed right in front of my fucking face and against me. And so I'm gonna say this to say that black folks stop looking for reparations. Look for something more substantial, like equality, like the unequality, the unequal shit of how we get paid. You know what? We always ask for so little. Let's go big. Fuck, fuck reparations. How many of us is it? Who they gonna reparate? And then how? And see how? Like not all of us are from Africa. We got Native Americans here. A lot of us from America, right? And then you have to be like so many percentage. The motherfuckers, they got casinos. That's what pays them because they came, they killed them, and then they want to take the land, which they
Uh,
promised that they were supposed to, some kind of treaty or whatever. But I'm telling you, yo,
hold on,
people
Big
need
Joy.
to just be want
Uh,
equality, equal opportunity. That's the thing. Reparations, and I say this all again. You're not gonna get it. So stop
uh,
asking.
okay.
That's what I say.
Miss Joy, Miss
Uh,
Joy.
hold on. I'm gonna read what anti-conspiracy channel said. Until we see that many colors have fallen for money, power, and spell, which is true, which is true. Many colors created destruction, not just white folks, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
Many people aren't ready for. Many people aren't ready to have a real convo. Everything has been hijacked, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. We go around complaining. See, reparations. Okay, reparation is not. a handout. Reparation is just like, when you done some work somewhere, and somehow they soon as they ain't had no money. Hey, that's payback. You gotta get, hey, that's money earned that you work for, that they work for. I'm gonna tell you this story right here. The British, when they find the colonists, and our ancestors when they fought with the British, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They gave us some land down in I think the island somewhere. Gave us some land down there. You see what I'm saying? And they still got it. But down in Brunswick, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oh, I think it was
New York, Brunswick,
nah, Georgia. They
Georgia.
gave,
Georgia got a Brunswick. Okay.
yeah, and they gave them folks some land down there. And guess what they did? Guess what
What?
Brunswick is now? It's a tourist town.
Oh, okay.
It's a tourist town. But guess what? They took the land back.
Of course they did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me look. Look, you know what? The only thing that I'm saying is that when we go hard, we need to go big. Because if we need to be reasonable, because they're not gonna give us reparations what most people want. What we need to be fighting for is equality, women's right to choose. You got these old white fucks that's up in there fucking legislating. Oh, especially in Florida, that fucking robotic fucking piece of shit. Fucking 6 bears. Women don't even know when they're pregnant at 6 weeks. Some women still on the periods and they be bleeding for fucking 6 months, and they just know they're getting fat. They may be, oh, I'm fat as hell now, and then they don't know. But this fucker does this. And this is not just happening in Florida. I swear to God, I am so glad that I live in Illinois. Some reasonable fucking Democrats, and I don't, go with everything they do, but at least I know I'm in a sanctuary city. At least I know that my rights as a woman would not be tampered with some old fucking dirty dogs sitting up there, probably haven't fucked in years and years and years, and gonna tell me what the
Okay.
hell to do with my body.
Hey,
And then,
but you know what? But hey, Miss Joy, I'm tell you something else. I'm tell you something else. But when we do get some people in there that's that's all black, they forget who they are and where they came from.
no, 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 we don't have to do all black. We do
And
reasonable people.
But
yeah,
black folks
yeah.
don't. When they get a little money in their pocket, they forget who they are.
Well,
They look down
that's
on
the
each other.
same thing. Exactly. That's why. But see, they're the first motherfuckers that get booted. But if
Yeah.
he was white, they still in there
Yep.
committing fucking crimes against
Yep.
humanity.
Yeah. So
So,
Yeah.
basically, we still slaves, but in the digital age, though. That's what we
Yeah.
doing.
well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Let me
you
say,
this.
let me say my respect out to Tommy. Now I realize in the house again. Sorry, but you kill a person after 6 weeks with a heartbeat. Get birth control. Learn the pull-out method.
Okay,
Protect your
but
sex.
okay, I understand that. But they tried to ban that as well. Hey,
Oh yeah, yeah,
anti-conspiracy
yeah,
theory.
yeah, yeah. You hear what they
They
did right
trying to
though?
bet. They don't even want you to have. Look, this is an evangelical fucking dogs that lobby these fucking stupid white supremacist fucks. They want us to live I'm telling you, when I do a live, I'll be like, why in the fuck do you care who I fuck? Like, why in the fuck do you care? It is none of your fucking business. I don't. If you so fucking pro child, why the fuck you not passing a bill to stop our children from fucking getting beat down with guns. I don't give a
Yeah, you're right,
fuck.
Tubby. You're right, Tubby. You're right, Tubby. But this is what I see right here. One thing we got to do is we got to stop fighting each other.
That's the problem. That's what we need to stop doing. We the only like I man, Detroit, how many times I've been saying this, bro?
Wow.
Yeah.
We are the only race that complains about every
Wait a
goddamn thing.
minute.
Don't
Do
do
you
nothing
know
about it.
why? Do
Don't
you
do
know
nothing
why?
about
Do
it.
you? If you go back in history, you would know why. You know why? Because they always separated us. They took our ancestors' children and sold them off. And they had the beach eater. They had motherfuckers in the house, and then they had motherfuckers in the field. This is nothing fucking new. I'm surprised that you even say that. How do you get that together when it's constantly and the systemic racism? We got look. Oh my God, I'm going crazy. All right, I'm gonna shut the
Man,
fuck up.
it just to me, it like you want to go about what happened in history, but why you gotta make sure things get but get better? But you gonna keep going on about this like, oh, it's back in the day, but we gotta change all that. So you're gonna follow
You
what
know
happened
how
in the
do you
past?
change it? And we don't even have any fucking leaders for the children. We got these young motherfuckers doing carjackings and
You
shootings.
right about
These
that.
gangs. Look, let me tell you something. It is not the children's fucking fault. It is our fault. It is our
Yes,
leaders' fault.
yeah. Yes, ma'am. Keep
Cause
talking. Yes, ma'am.
we don't stand on their necks. We don't give them no support. And this is what's happening. When they have them flash mobs, why in the fuck isn't our leaders out there waiting on their ass? We got all the security, just be and they on the fucking and it's so crazy. They're on social fucking media saying, hey, we finna go fuck some shit up. We go ahead. And then these people, they're not just black folks. They're all fucking colors. This is a diverse fucking flash mob. And they do corruption. They're angry. We need to find out and we need to get with them. There need to be motherfuckers that when you know, because you know they're coming, they be all on social media saying it. And I'm like, I'm wondering, why the fuck the leaders not there waiting with the, police and everything? And when they come, be like, hey, what the fuck do you want? Ask these babies what the fuck they want. Ask these babies why they angry. Ask them what they want. Because they
Uh,
want something.
Miss
They're
hey,
not
Joy.
hey,
all
hey, hey, Joy.
bad.
Hey,
Miss
Joy
Joy.
Brian. What have I
Yo.
been saying? Who fault it is? It's the damn parents' fault because
Parents' fault.
they are not doing what they're supposed to do in the house.
Exactly.
They are not paying attention to what's going on in the world because they are lost. They
Very
are
lost.
lost.
Okay,
They're
okay,
very
I'm gonna
lost.
say
It's
that.
always start
I,
on you got
you
that's
know
why the
what?
kids are so
I
messed up right
know,
That
now.
I
way,
know.
That's
that
why
way,
the kids so messed up right now because the goddamn old parents out
parents
there
messed
doing their
up.
own thing
No,
there and the
I'm
kids
I'm
don't know
gonna
anything.
debunk that shit right now.
I'm
Parents
telling
are
you,
only responsible when your child is 12.
but hold
As
on, but
parents,
Joy, hold
12,
on.
13,
Who are the?
14
I will ask you this
years
question.
old.
Who are
No,
the
what we
children
gonna
first
do?
teachers? Who are the children first teachers?
The fucking parents.
Yes,
Okay
ma'am.
then. Okay
But
then.
not all children are the fucking same. And not all parent situation are the same. I grew up with no parents. My mother was mentally ill. My father divorced her. I ended up in a fucking project that I never been in before. And I
Mm.
am who
Ooh.
the fuck I wanted to be. I I did not want to be a bully. I always want to be the best person that I could be. 'Cause I had no mentors. So do not fucking put everything on a parent. Because when a child get a certain age, they fucking gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. And because it's in the mindset. We as parents can only do so fucking much. But when that child get a
What I was
certain way,
saying, hey,
I'm not
Miss
gonna
Joy.
put. I'm not gonna do that because nowadays, if a parent beat the shit out the kid, they go to jail, and the kid go into a system.
No, that's what what the government did. They changed all that. Back when we used to get our ass whooped and get whoopings and shit, that made us get all right. It did
Let
that.
me tell you something.
But
I'ma tell you
let me get him right. Let me get him right quick. Let me get him right quick. One, the way I said it's some of the parents' fault because some parents don't know no better.
Exactly.
One,
Well,
if you sit,
nowadays there are no parents because they
yeah,
on fucking drugs or some shit.
yeah.
They have
But if
given up
you
on
look,
life.
I'm telling you, and then two, there's no more community. There's no community. That too.
And
Cause
I always say, and I'm so glad in Illinois, this dude here's a school teacher, a mayor now. He is talking about boys. See, when I grew up, there was boys and girls clubs. That was shit was everywhere. You was able. You know I fucking worked at 11 years old. The you know, when you out of school. I worked, even though I wasn't even able, but my auntie worked for resources, for the, you know, the after school recess, summer school shit. And I worked, and we don't have that shit no more. My uncle Al Brown, y'all may know him and you may not, but he was a big inspiration in my life because he would put out, he had an answering service that I worked when I was a kid. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, I would be there all the fucking night long, like in 1800s. How can I help you? So, I mean,
yeah,
I tell you no fucking lies. Like, there are always ways, but some children, some parents don't have. Just like Miss Marlene, when I homeschool them. You get another parents that's not that smart to homeschool people. It depends on the situation it depends. These children need real time, real life leaders that need to get their dirty. I mean, even the gangbangers that have reformed, they need to get the fuck out here and get they fucking dirty ass fucking people. Cause you know what? I was always these motherfuckers always tried to give me the game. And you know, and I had nobody. And I said, you know what? Why the fuck would I join a gang with a motherfucker I never broke bread with? I don't know these motherfuckers. Fuck that. That is not in my DNA. I always, always want to be the best person that I can be. You know why? I had no mentors. I had none of that shit. I wanted to be the best person I be, and I want to save people. It has always been in my DNA. I remember when I first started that school, I didn't even know this bitch. And motherfucking bullies, I always hated them. Do you know? I said, I got you. Do you know I'm fighting like 3 or 4 motherfuckers, and this bitch was gone? I'm like, damn, bitch. That was stupid. Like, you fucking wrong.
but you know something though. I'm gonna say this right here. One, it starts with us adults. We gotta get our mind right. We got to start in our own household and spread out in our community to anybody that will listen and get their mind right. Even if it's just one or two, that's a start. Cause
That's
sooner or
what I've been
later,
saying, big bro. That's
Well,
what I always been
I'm gonna
saying.
tell y'all this. Y'all
It's always
always
thought
said
of.
that this
Go ahead.
go ahead, Joy.
Hello?
She still there? Did she
Is
go
she
out?
still? Did you go out? Hello? Yeah, like I was saying though, D True, bro, we need to start off with us.
Yeah.
That's why we got to pay the way. We got to pay the way for these kids. What the
Hmm.
kids see, what us parents doing, what us adults doing, the kids
They
gonna
gonna do.
follow. Yeah,
Yep.
they gonna do it. Now everything now is handed to them. Look at what the social media did to them. They're looking at these old different celebrities that are doing a negative thing. They following that. It's not the parents, bro. They watching all that shit on TV, and the parents doing their thing, and they ain't paying attention to the kids. Why you think the kids out there in the streets doing this and that? Because they ain't got no training.
Yep.
That's all I've been saying. I told you that before, D. True.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Anti-conspiracy channel, come on up. I want to hear what you got to say. And guess what? You're gonna have the floor because you've been having some good damn comment. Because hey, we are on the same wavelength.
I'm trying to get them on the channel. I'm trying to get her on the channel. I'm trying to get them on the channel.
Try to get her on the channel. That's not him. That's her.
I'm trying to get. I'm about to say. I just say my friend. That's why I said I didn't know which gender. Forgive me. Forgive me. I didn't know. God.
See, what people fail to realize, restoration is not. It's kind of like a back pay, like a back pay for your job. See what I'm saying? That's all that is. Restitution.
She said it's not time. I will be soon. I promise. We need a Discord.
Oh, joy back. But it's like that. If I knew how to make a Discord, I would. I would.
Remember, we used to be able to beat our kids' ass and it'd be like, your ass beat. Get your ass in the court. And they would be okay. But now it is like a child abuse now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're fucked up. We're done if we do and we're done if we don't.
See, so the problem is, one, when the men left the home, when they gave out that free stuff to the women, like, oh, you can do it on your own, and then all of a sudden here comes this the feminist movement, the Me Too movement too.
Oh Lord, jeez, don't make.
Wait a minute, y'all way ahead of what really happened. Y'all way ahead. You know what? And then for y'all to bring up the Me Too movement, it makes me think about you motherfuckers. What the fuck? Look, Me Too movement has nothing to do with our children. Me Too movement has everything to do with the abuse of women. Let's get this shit straight.
But hold on, Joe. Let me finish. I'm tell you why I said that. Okay. I'm gonna address at the conspiracy channel. Okay. My email is on my About Me page. Email me and we'll go over it. Okay. About that Discord. Okay. Now when I said the Me Too movement, I said that all these women want this, that, and then also know how to say a strong black woman, independent woman. I don't care what color, race, creed, color, right there. They want to be all strong and independent. Okay. And guess what?
Okay, now you know what? I'm gonna say this because now you're changing the fucking subject, and so I'm finna put the subject back on where the fuck we was. And so I'm gonna tell you this. That is totally has nothing to do with what we was talking about.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Now you trying to wait, hold on.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Can I say this? Miss Joy, please, can I say this? Can I say this, Miss Joy?
Let Brian get in. No.
Let me say this, bro. Oh, Miss Joyce. Okay, let's say for example, like the R. Kelly situation, like the Bill Cosby situation. But anyway,
what is that? What you want to talk about?
No. For an example, wait. Hold on.
Okay,
Let me finish. Okay, if they like the Bill Cosby thing though, why they wait like 40 years later to find the stand up and believe?
Okay, I'm finna cut your ass down right now. You better
Hey,
be ready
I
to
got
get
your
cut
back,
the
Brian.
fuck
Brian,
out.
I got your
Well,
back.
I'm
You
just
know,
being
I
honest. Why they
know.
waited so
Brian,
late to do that, though? They
Brian,
could have been
Brian,
did that
I'm
back
finna
in
cut
Brian,
it down. I'm finna cut
1985.
it down.
Why they
Brian,
waited till now to
Because
do that?
I know, I look,
Brian. You already know
hold
what?
on.
Yeah, you already know. You already know I got a
I
rebuttal
lived
better.
in Oak
Oh,
Park,
yeah. I'm just
Illinois.
being honest, though. Why they
No,
waited
I
so
don't think
damn late?
look, stop it. I lived in Oak Park, Illinois,
Go ahead,
where
go
R.
ahead, talk.
Kelly was coming up, right? The girl that he peed on, she used to go to school with the girl that lived in my place, right? And I'm not gonna say their names. I have talked to R. Kelly. They used to always come to my place, and they be like all giddy and all that shit. And I have said this before. Uh, and so I'd be like, I need to use my phone. Oh, it's R. Kelly. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who it is. So I get on the phone. I'm like, dude, call him back. Oh yeah, this R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck who you are, dude. I need to use because this was landline fucking type phone shit at that time. And I'm like, damn. And I never really thought no more about it until like years later. And my kids come to me like, Mom, this is when the tape was.
You breaking up?
You breaking up, man.
Breaking up. Well, I had a rebuttal because I was going to ask her. Okay, if R. Kelly could had to go down for it, why the parents did go down for it too?
That's what I was trying to tell her. Like, why they waited till now to do this? And he been doing this shit for that many years, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they gonna stand up and try to take his ass down. Same thing when they did to Bill Cosby. That's what I was
See,
telling Miss Joy.
yeah,
That's
see,
all I was trying to say. Why they waited till now to do this? If he was doing all
but
that shit back then, why they did it back then? Why now? Why fucking now? That's all I was saying.
see, no reason I brought up the Me Too movement and the
Yeah,
feminist movement. No reason I
yeah.
brought that up. Cause guess when it started? It didn't start with the Me Too or the feminist movement. It started way back then when they got the men out the house.
Yes.
You knew where I was going with it, didn't you?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to tell her. I wasn't trying to, you know. That's what
It's
I was trying
always
to tell Miss Joyce.
it's always something to my madness when I say something. How
Yes.
many times have I said this? If a man was still in the house, I'm gonna ask the chat. I'm gonna ask you this: how many single women do you see walk around with kids?
A lot, D True. It's a bunch.
What
Let
a
me tell
man?
you.
What a man at?
Oh, man. Man, that's a good question. Probably trying to get another chick. I don't know. It'll be like that sometimes, but man, it needs to be the parents now. That's why these kids are fucked up now. It's the parents. And you know, the mom is and the females, they get emotional. And some of these kids, I'm telling you, I was born with a single mother. My
I
dad was
was
in and
too.
out. Like I said, my dad was in and out. But I was raised by two women, my grandmother and my mother. And some of their
But
emotions come from through me because as a young man, you know, we ain't had that dominance in our life growing up. Some people don't understand that. That's how we grew up, but we became back like Deidre, look at us, bro. We came out like great men. My
eh,
grandma did her damnedest. My mama did her damnedest to raise me to who I am today.
what I was saying, parents. Marlene doing a good job with her niece and nephew, what she did with her kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
And when I said we got to teach them the real story to our kids, kids will sit down and listen if you talk to them, not at them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And the thing is, you send your kids out without talking to them. You send them out there in the world and to them the public school. They gonna see. They gonna do what they see. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
And
listening.
and that's what I was getting at.
Yes.
Job back. But
Yeah,
it's like
I was just on.
I'm finna beat y'all ass down right now. I'm finna beat
but
y'all
hold on,
ass
Joy. Hold on,
down
Joy.
right now.
Hold on, Joy.
Oh Lord.
Hold on,
I
Joy.
love this shit. I love you, D. True. I
Hold on,
love
Joy.
you,
Hold
bitch.
on, Joy. Hold on,
I'm
Oh
Joy.
finna
Lord.
Hold
beat
on,
y'all
Joy.
ass.
Hold
Oh
on, Joy. Hold on,
please.
Joy. Right,
Hey,
right,
Twister,
right,
I got
right,
your ass.
What?
I got your
right,
ass.
Right, hold on.
I'm finna be
I'm gonna,
quiet. I'm finna mute.
hold
I'm finna
on,
go on mute. I'm finna go on mute.
I'm gonna ask George this question. Okay, you know when the Me Too movement and the feminist movement really started? Know when it really started? I waiting on the answer. I wait on the answer. It started when they started giving out them government assistance for them low income housing, and the men could stay with the women. You see what I'm saying? That when it started. It just progressed as the years and time went on. When
What
the
the
women said,
fuck
"I
is
don't need a man," but truly,
huh?
the one, and truly, it started with,
No, no, look, you know what? I don't deal with back bullshit. I deal with what's happening now.
what
And
I'm telling,
so we was talking about
what I was telling you
D
was,
Smooth.
hold on, what I was telling you was the backstory of how it started and how it came up to here, and
No, it can't
all these
what
women running around here
Harry
with,
no,
all
it
these women running around
started
these
with
babies and no
Harry.
man around, no man around.
It started with Harry, whatever the fuck his name, his nasty ass motherfucker, and he was just a freak, of course. But look, I don't even care about that. I care about what we was talking about at first. So you're gonna bring out the Me Too shit, right? See, I never gave a fuck about Me Too cause you got some bitches that'll claim some shit if they see, oh yeah, they'll do that. And I don't believe I don't it's not for me. For me, I'm like, okay, bitch, your ass up. Are you on the gravy train? So
Yep.
that is very difficult to discern, to decipher. I'm not worried about that. We was talking about something else, and then this baby, Twister baby, wanna come with some Me Too shit. Wasn't nobody talking about no damn Me Too. But so since we're
I'm
on
just,
this, I swear to God, I love you, Detroit, because we be
I gotta
going.
be a baby.
We start from one place and end up someplace else, and only to
But
the
Me Too
Twister.
movement mentioned it too, though, about the
I'm
Me Too
finna
movement
do
part.
no.
Hold up,
Please
Brian.
give me a little time. Give me a couple
Go
minutes
ahead,
to
man.
fix
Go
this
ahead.
Twister ass.
Joy,
I'm
I'm tell you,
finna
hold on,
do
Joy,
what?
hold on, Joy, I'll tell you something. You know why I be breaking up all this stuff? Cause
What?
it all goes back to the subject at hand.
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
we doing.
What? Okay. Let me do Twister ass. I'm finna do you Twister.
Hey,
Oh,
He
wow.
brought it up.
respect James
No
Wilson, respect.
Twister. Wait a minute. Hold on. This
I'm
is
supposed to
real
hear
life story.
nervous.
Wait a minute. Twister. This real life story. Right? What I was saying before that was dropped down. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh,
But
Oh no,
well,
you.
I'm
anyway,
sorry about that.
I
No, I
was
didn't do
look,
that.
I had no idea about I only know about the art shit, right? Cause I knew he would call my house and talk to this girl. Because after school, these bitches was in like private school shit like that, and they will all flood my crib and so I like wait a minute. And so I don't be giving a fuck about none of that shit. These motherfucking little whores, they all little whores to me. And so when they said I saw look, this was so significant. I'm gonna make sure that this was the only thing that was significant.
Don't go
When they
nowhere,
said,
James Wilson.
oh, it's
James Wilson, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
huh?
There ain't no use to run now.
No, no, no.
Don't run,
Hold on.
child.
This
Come back
was
here.
why was significant. They said, "Oh, it's R. Kelly we talking about." I'm like, "Bitch, bitches, I don't give a fuck. I need to use my phone because at the time I had to use my phone. Cause
Yeah.
usually I just let them use my phone, and I was always wonder why all these hoes up in here, these young dumbass hoes. So I'm like, okay, but now I need to use my phone. And they be like, we talking to R. Kelly. They was very, I'm like, R. Kelly, that motherfucker that I end up fucking probably having a baby against his music, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't give a damn fuck. I need to use the phone. So they was like, wait a minute. I'm like, bitch, this is my phone. What is wrong with y'all? So I like get the phone. I'm like, dude, you gotta call them back. It's okay to call them back. He like, this R. Kelly. I know who the. I don't give a fuck. I'm
I
like,
got I
dude,
got a
call
question to
them
ask you,
back.
Joy. Joy, I got a
Huh?
question. I got a question to ask you. Okay, I got a
What?
question to ask you. Okay.
What?
All right. They locked up on Kelly.
Uh huh.
Should they have locked up the parents too?
Hell yeah!
Thank
Look,
you.
let me look. If
That's all
you
I
let
needed.
me finish, if you let me finish,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I'm gonna
ma'am. I'm
fucking
going to be quiet
I'm
now.
doing the whole damn thing. I'm doing the whole damn thing.
Thank
Let
you.
me
I'm going to be
finish.
quiet. This one for to kick
So
my
look,
All right,
let me fucking
Toronto
finish.
19, respect to you for coming on the panel.
I love all of you. Let me finish. I'm telling you, yes, that was one of the things I did on my own show, right? Like, man. So, okay, the baby that was pissed on, right? This is a prominent, she got prominent mother, father, right? But we're not talking about that right now. So, after I did that, I'm like, man, fuck. And then after that, I just like like years later, I'm looking at my kids come. They said, Mom, we got, and so I hear about it. I'm like, I don't want to look at that shit. And then when I look, I said, you're lying, right? I look at this shit. Is this whore twerking and putting it, and he's pissing on her? Because I did not want to look at it. And I'm like, look at this dirty, nasty bitch. I'm like, oh my God. So I did not want to be part of it because I'm like, because this when people was like, okay, I'm like, oh my God, if they fucking trace me to that fucking number, I ain't said shit, right? And I'm like, this I'm looking, I'm like, God damn you bitch. And then all these other things come out. And the only thing I'm like, don't fucking call me and fuck with me, none of that. Cause I'm telling you everything. And this is that was a trend, right? And I'm like, and so people are like, and then did after R. Kelly, and then White, what's his name? Weisselberg? What the fuck is that fat fucking creepy ass bitch? Him, and then Bill Cosby. I'm like, all these nasty motherfuckers. But I'm gonna tell you, and the reason why I figured, like when they said they had all these girls, he was too fucking dumb. R. Kelly is a dumb fuck. And so he just felt what you call, he's a narcissist, I guess. And he got all these bitches. Some of these bitches, he was still fucking with the girl that he pissed on. Paying the money, everything. And I'm like, damn. And now her fucking parents knew the deal. So this is why I'm like, the parents should have went to jail. Cause like some parents that was looking for their daughters, you cannot change a teenager's mind. You cannot a young adult. They thinking they're gonna be get faint. Cause the same bitch that was pissed on, this whole thing was he was supposed to promote or produce her in a gospel group. Okay. I guess they just fucked and she got pissed on. So the parents getting money. And so I'm like, oh my God. So I didn't want nothing to do with it because you know how DOJ will be on your ass, be like, okay, because this was my landline phone. That they was told this motherfucker used to go to Kenwood, and I guess he's such a predator. And anybody, I got it. I'm like, whew, this bitch. And so when he's on my phone, I'm like, bitch, I don't give a shit about you. Yeah, I fuck to your music, but no, bitch, I need to use my phone. That's all I cared about at that particular time. But then as years went on, I'm like, damn, this bitch. And then to see the girl, because I don't watch porn.
But
Porn does not turn me on unless it's two bitches licking pussy. So I don't know. So it
but
wasn't that. I don't want to watch a motherfucker pissing on a child. First of all, and she's gyrating. When I seen that, I was like, you know what? Get rid of that shit. And so I'm looking. I know this baby. But
but
time went on, and
they go.
so he got
But,
what he needed. I think
but
it was a little bit much. I mean, because Bill Cosby basically got off with his
but
dirty doping bitches and shit. But I don't know how
but
they
but Joy, it goes back to the question I asked on the topic: Who's going to protect and teach our children?
who's gonna protect and teach our children? The
Yes, ma'am.
In that
the
situation,
fucking community. Because sometimes our children parents are not able. Sometimes they don't care. So we need a community. And so just like you asked me, was the parents, yeah, hell yeah. Cause if the parents are getting money, that's just like them selling their fucking children.
yep.
So
Let Teron 19 get in here. Teron, hey, you got the floor.
Go ahead, my friend.
Hey, good evening, good evening. Somebody said
Long
explain
time no
top.
see. Long
God
time
bless
no
you,
see,
man. Been a while, my
my
brother.
brother.
Long time no see. All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. Y'all need to sit back and listen, let that lady talk. Because what is so I'm gonna ask y'all what is the Me Too movement is. What is it all about?
I went back and
You
I
want me to
explained
go
it
or
where
you want to go, bro?
uh, I probably could
I
do a little better than you. I could probably
get
do a little better than
him,
you.
get
See,
him.
one, before there was a such thing called Me Too movement. Now it calls the feminist movement now, which both of them
uh
is one of the same. They one of the same, but
no,
uh,
nope, 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 nope,
hey,
nope.
hold on. Let me
Get
They're
finish.
him,
not the same.
get him,
They're not. Let me explain. Let
Hold
me
on.
explain.
get
Let
him.
me
Well, hold
explain.
on.
Let
Let me
me
explain
explain.
what. What I said.
Let me explain. Let me explain before you say anything.
Hey, hold on.
I'll let you
Yeah, you
go,
try.
but
Because I'm gonna
I'll
tell
let
you
you go.
what. Before any of that, for even the Me Too movement, the feminist movement, I don't care what you call it. It still always have what to deal with women's rights. Shit. Bottom line, they all want to be strong women. Don't need no man type shit. That started back in the day when they got the black men out the house and gave the black women the money to get these subsidized housing. See what I'm saying? That what that came from. Now what you gonna come with?
My point exactly.
What you gonna come with?
The Me Too me, and the feminists is two different things. Feminist is equal. They want us. Feminists mean equal. They want to be equal. The Me Too me is totally different. The Me Too me is survivors of sexual abuse, violence. That's what the Me Too movement's about.
It's a whole
Sexual
different.
survivors.
Hey,
I
it's a
feel,
whole.
Detroit, I do feel what you're saying,
Say
but
it,
some people using that to get ahead, though. They're using that.
yeah, know what I'm
They're
saying.
using that. They
But
Just
the
twisting
like
it. You ain't
feminist
saying the truth.
movement, the feminist movement, and the Me Too movement is two different things, man. It's
think about it, they
two.
one and the
Deron, you
same.
ain't wrong. You
You ain't
telling the
wrong.
truth, but they
You telling
twisting
the
it
truth, but
though.
they one and the
But the end
same.
of
They
the
one and
hold
the
on.
same.
Let me finish.
They-
Let me finish. Y'all calm down. Calm.
Go ahead.
Calm down. It's two different things. But with the feminist movement, they want it to be equal pay, equal this. But at the end of the day, they kind of figure out, you know what I'm saying, they can't do what a man do. End of the day. But the Me Too movement is totally something different. It's all about it's about the sexual abuse of women, sexual violence. But I could be wrong. It could be both men and women. Me Too movement.
Yeah,
So that's what's that all about.
yeah. But what I was saying was nowadays what they use the both of them for is totally different what they was started for. It's just like the game, right? The game was started out by helping the community. Now look what it is now. You see what I'm saying? They don't twisted it all the way around. You see what I'm saying? It's just like
Cause
it's just
it's
like Black
cause
Lives Matter.
drugs was involved in that. I
Yeah,
know. You know what I'm saying? They had drugs shipped to Colombia to open in California and spreaded it out. That's where
yeah.
it all started at.
It's
And
just
the
like
person who did it is J. Edgar Hoover,
yeah,
which is he tried to destroy the Black Panthers. Trust me, I
Hey,
know.
he speaking fast,
yeah,
big boy. He is speaking
yeah,
fast.
yeah. I know that. I know that. But it's just like the Black Lives Movement, right? Okay. Let's take this for example. They supposed to be all about killing of black men and women, right? But what they get when all the gang violence going on? What the marching, all that stuff at? You see what I'm saying? It all and Black Lives Movement, the feminist movement, the Me Too movement, all other kind of movement. It's just a money making racketeering scheme to me.
I understand. I understand that. But at the end of the day, we all got to separate the two. We know the
Yeah,
feminist movement is nothing but
yeah,
they want the women want to be like us, equal. That's
uh,
that. That's what
yeah,
all that about.
yep,
But I understand it does because it'll affect us in
yep.
general because all women work, then all the wages is split it.
Hmm.
But end of the day, it is what it is. But if a man and woman can work together, they both work, they can gain something from it. But
Yeah,
like back in the day, it wasn't like that. Only the man was working or making
yeah,
decisions back then.
yeah, yeah.
But
And then
we all got to remember is this is a new time, so
yeah,
either you get with it or don't get with it. But at the end of the day, it's all about communications with that woman and
yep.
trying to figure out where we're going to go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the thing is though, like I know you heard me say it, Teron. Twisted on heard me say it. Everybody else on heard me say it. We got to start with us. Forget everybody else. Forget all these other movements. We got to start with us. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We got to start with us. Because if we don't start with us and try to get us better, our community better, how the hell they gonna take us serious about getting our kids better?
And can I add on this too, big bro? And maybe we won't have these bullies. Maybe this guy don't have to go or how to go defend them, defend himself with a knife. Maybe we gotta treat our kids right. So we won't have bullies like this, and then all of a sudden this victim out there finna go out there and do something to protect himself if the bully pick on him again. It
I
starts
think
out with the parents. And
yeah, it does start with the parents, but after a kid, look, I raised 8 children, right? And
yes,
all
ma'am.
of them was different. I had some, what I used to call airheads. I had some that I thought was dangerous. I had some that was like go getters. You know what I'm saying? You have different kind of kids. I had a lot of them, so I can only sympathize if you just have one or maybe two because they have their own personalities. And we cannot, after they get a certain age, we cannot determine their personalities. We cannot determine who they're going to. We can only give them, as they come up, our strength, our support to be who they want to be. Well, that was me. I don't give a damn who you are, but I'm gonna support you, whether you was gay, lesbian, whatever. I born a lot of kids, so I didn't know what the fuck they was gonna turn out to be. But as long as I was there to support them. Now, when kids, everybody has to go through, walk that path. And these are paths that there's always obstacles. If we support our children and let them know I got your back, to be have courage and fucking go on your path and don't let nobody fuck with you. And if you need help, I am here. See, that's what's missing. Because that's what's missing in the fucking leaders, the principal leaders out as far as the streets. We can only do so much as far as they're in the house under our care. And we do. Because I would say this, you have some bad parents and their kids may turn out just fine. But you have some very great parents that is very much interested. They go to the ball games. They go, I did that shit, but I was lucky. My God loved me and loved my children enough to know. And I am a recovering addict. So my children went through some things with me. But they knew I was not going nowhere. What, regardless to what my situation was, I still got you. I would die for you and I would kill for you. So it all depends on the child. How much do they trust the parent to be there? How much do they, even though the parent may be going through something, is the parent still present? And so I think I got lucky in that ways because my children didn't fucking grow. They old as fuck now. And we had some divisions. Cause I'm almost 60, right? I'm going on 60, right? And I be instead of me saying I'm old, I tell my kids, I'm like, damn, y'all old as fuck. Like, and they be laughing like, oh, we old as hell yeah. If I'm old, I'm not gonna say I'm old as fuck. I'm gonna say you motherfuckers old as fuck. And so in that
Oh,
meaning,
ma'am, you still young. You still young, ma'am.
of course I am,
Yes, ma'am.
as long as I feel that way. But the thing that keeps me young is that my children, all the other shit we went through, everything I went through, I never took my kids. When I was fucked up, I'm like, okay, I always had a plan B so that I would know and so that I could keep an eye on my children regardless to what I was going through. And it's like, okay, when the people say, oh, you gotta get them back, I'm like, all the motherfuckers at one time, fuck that, I can't afford that. But my children thought when they came back that I was gonna be kissing their ass. I'm like, I called the people. I pulled my pants down. I said they can kiss my ass. You can take these motherfuckers because it's gonna be my way or the highway. But I understood that they was away from their mom, even though I was not gone. But just the discipline, just the oversight of your
Mm-hmm.
child should always be there, no matter what the fuck you going through, no matter how they try to separate. Look, I'm just saying, man, parents, good parents, and maybe not so much good parents, but as long as they're still there, I don't care. Once that kid get a certain age, that kid is like, fuck you, bitch. I don't care. Why do you think that these things go on? It don't have to be the parents' fault. Because parents, you got some very great parents. Be there, suck the kids' ass and dick and all that shit. And they still turn out to be killers and all kind of shit. So it's the child. Once that child gets a certain age, you have nothing else to do with what their mindset is doing. They're gonna do exactly what they want. But the thing that I say, once they get in that element, it should be another like element, a community, of people, like leaders, like I mean, like, cause we don't know, for real, we don't know. And parents like I would never celebrate that. I just thank God that I don't have no fucking children that's in jail and everything. You know what I'm saying? what I do celebrate is my God for helping me with these kids, knowing that half of the time they didn't have a man over them. And I'm celebrating that you can have a man over your kids and they could be the worst fucks ever. And make your children like, you know what I'm saying? If you have your children's ear, and if you put instill in them things that they'll never fucking forget, they will always keep that with them. And that's the only thing I can say. Like, you know, my kids, I always say I'm lucky, thank you God, because my God is great. You know what I'm saying? My God is great. My God knows, because I lost a baby.
Amen. Amen.
My oldest daughter passed away in 2015. I
I'm
didn't know how
sorry to
to.
hear that, Mal.
No, it's okay. Thank you. But it's okay because I didn't know how to do it because she left three beautiful fucking kids. And I was not in shape at that time to take on these babies. And then I had to explain to them the mother was gone. And I fucking myself, like, that was my oldest daughter. Me and her was like oil and water. But the love that we shared together was awesome. And so for that to happen, it was just some shit that happened. And I was like, oh my God, I do not believe this. Like I couldn't wrap it around my head. And it still is like a sting in my side, you know what I'm saying? To leave babies around my old ass. Well, I wasn't that old at the time, but I was finished with kids. God damn it. I born 8 children. I got like 20 fucking something grandkids. And it's like to have to be responsible for human beings. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I was like, oh my God. And there was something that just happened, like, like all of a sudden. Because at first, because I was actually on my way, she used to do my hair. And I was on my way to get my hair done, but she was going out that night. And I said, okay, fuck it, I'll go. So while I'm getting ready, the police is bringing my babies to me. And I'm looking like, oh, why the fuck y'all here? And I'm on my way there. And so they did not tell my girls. They could not because they were underage. And when they told me, I'm like, you're lying. Because I'm like, oh, it's a DUI or something. And then when they told me she was gone, and I looked at something that night that was on the news where they was a accident on the expressway and they had a body back there. And I seen that, right? But I don't really look at local news. It's too much for me sometimes. And there was my fucking daughter. And I just like I was not there. I was not there for her. She just went away by her fucking self. Like that is hard. When I okay, but I'm not gonna get into that because I get
Yeah,
fucking angry. But
it's all right.
just to
It's
let you
we
You
know,
ain't gotta
understand,
talk
man.
about that.
sometimes
Yeah,
parents,
You ain't gotta talk about that.
you ain't got to go there and go. You don't even have to go there.
No,
yeah,
you don't,
Nah,
man.
you
I'm
ain't gotta
just
go there.
trying to say sometimes parents do the best they can, but it's up to the child. And so
Right.
what I'm saying, that child is going to be who they aspire to be or whatever. Like, and there are so many others like gangs or social media or things like that. So we as parents have to just be there and support and be like, okay, try to catch them when they fall down. And if they fall down, pick their ass up and say, look, you know what I'm saying? Just, I mean, like being a parent does not go away. I'm still a fucking parent. My kid's grown as fuck. My oldest is like 45. He's an old bastard, but he got I got a whole lot of grandkids. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're a parent, you never stop parenting. You always, because they're gonna always need you, whether they take your advice or not, whether they take your suggestions or not. You just have to always be there, and that's all you can do. And stay prayed the fuck up. I tell you.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Joy, can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, baby.
Like, when the parents like just say like one of your kids, or for this, I'm gonna say for an example,
Hmm.
like the mother, the parents had a kid, had a child, a daughter is kind of rebellious, but she had a kid, and she go out there and do something stupid and leave the kids abandoned. It's mostly from like the grandparents like yourself supposed to go out there and pick up the pieces, even though the daughter or the son fucked up, and you got to go out there and keep the kids back on the right, put them in the right path, though, to raise them up. Because sometimes some of these kids now having babies at an early age, and they
Hmm.
don't know how to raise their kids. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they don't know what
Sure.
they're doing, and they fuck up and do stupid shit. It's up to the mothers and the grandfather, the mothers and the fathers, or grandmothers or the grandfather, to pick
Yeah.
up the pieces. It be
What?
some people live like that, and
That, well, I'm gonna
that's,
tell you this,
yes,
and
ma'am.
I understand exactly what you're talking about. And I'm gonna say this, and it may sound terrible or not, but it all depends.
Tell the truth, ma'am. Just be honest.
It all depends. The only reason why I took my babies because nobody else stood up, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
but sometimes when shit happen, and it all depends on how they abandon the kids. If they're on drugs and shit like that, it all depends on the grandparent. How what situation are they in? And if, cause you guys, I have seen some grandparents be like, "Fuck that," send their ass to CPS. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
believe in
saying?
that. I really don't believe in the
But
CPS.
it
I believe.
doesn't. But see, this is the thing. You have to, cause see, when our children have their children, we're just grandparents.
Yes,
We're not
ma'am.
obligated to take care of their bullshit, right? Take care of
Hmm.
their
You're
fucking
right.
You
Yes,
know what
ma'am.
I'm
You're
saying?
right.
And
Yes, ma'am.
some grandparents like fuck that. I have seen it so many times, and I have cried about it. Like damn, and they would literally tell me, "Well, bitch, you take them." I'm like, "Well, shit, damn, my motherfucking grandkids." But you just have to hope and pray. So it all depends on what situation, cause you got like if you rich, or you well off or whatever, and yo fucking daughter something is a piece of shit and abandoned the kids, they may be on drugs or something. You have, you got money, you can take care of the kids. Children are not you have to have money to take care of these kids. Because there's so much things that go along with them. Like when I get my daughter's kids, when my daughter passed, I every fucking day I had to buy clothes and shit because my daughter died July 31st, 2015. School was starting. I had to pay up all the bills that wasn't paid. I had to buy all the clothes, get them ready for school. That's a lot of fucking money. And then to take care of them, after that, I wasn't prepared for that, but I did it. Like okay, well, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So on it all depends on the grandparents or whoever. And then years later, you got motherfuckers that want to step up and then want to take the kids. Like, bitch, them motherfucking dirty, badass motherfucker gonna take them wherever the fuck they go, and then they want to send them back to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with children, it is not. It is not like, okay, I'll do this for this little while. No, that's a human being. It's a whole human being. You are responsible for a human being, so you should be ready to handle that thing, especially when they're children. Cause they're still growing. They still have their own fucking mind. They could be grown up to be fuck ups, or they could be the best ever. You do not know. You just have to be there, and hopefully you don't get a lot of problems. So as far as being grandparents or godparents, sometimes this shit'll hit you, and then it's up to you to say, "Hey, I don't think I could do it," or "Hey, you do it, you gotta fucking be about it." Hey, you gotta be about it if you're gonna do it, because these are human beings, and you can't just be like, okay, and so when the shit get tough, you be trying to pass them off someplace else. That is not cool. So I just tell you, cause motherfuckers have done it. They want to get all in your business, like you not doing something, and I be like, okay, bitch, all right, cause that motherfucker's gonna take himself wherever the fuck he go. You can give him everything you want. You can do whatever the fuck you think you can do, and then next thing you know, they bringing them back to me. No, bitch, it's over. So it all depends. Cause baby, I know some grandmas, they be like, oh hell no. And they go to CPS or whatever you'll call it in your state.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody echoing.
I don't know who it is, but
Somebody is recording.
somebody recorded. But
Yeah.
we're about to end this live. This been a fire live. This been a fire live. I'm gonna ask the chat. Had this been a fire live, we got everybody opinion. And guess what? This what is called building. This is what we call building. This is
Indeed.
building. Then we
Mm.
build it. Hey, then we build the night panel.
Yeah, because
Sharon
the
19.
reason. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sharon 19. Then we build it today. Cause I learned
I
something.
love coming here because we talk the fucking truth.
Amen to that.
Whether it's good or bad, I love to. We have opinions.
Mhm.
Everybody, this is why I love to fuck with you and everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat.
Miss Joy, I enjoyed talking to you. You're a sweet lady. You overcame everything. And I continue to I'm praying for you to continue to keep going forward.
I cannot. Man, we got ugly echo going on.
Oh, like, is it me? Hold on, let me repeat myself. No, it's not me. Big boy, is
probably,
that you?
it probably was me. That's why I muted.
Okay. But yeah, Miss Joyce, it's always be a good honor because me as a young guy, even though I'm 36, I'm still young. I'm still learning. I don't have any kids. I want to become a father and I want to raise my children to be better than me and be focused. And no, I don't want to be bullies, but I want them to defend themselves, to be strong and tough and be ready for the real world. That's how
Oh,
my
you got.
grandma taught me.
Oh my God! All you gotta do is be a father and pay attention. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta do, because we never know what the hell is gonna go out. We live in a fucking toxic world right now,
Yes,
and we
ma'am.
don't know. They want to take us back, and we cannot let that happen. This is why you always express vote these assholes out. And this is very important. We need to teach our kids about the Constitution, what their rights are, and how to vote. When they get of age, because when my kids get of age, I woke their ass up at their sleep. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, bitches, we registered. All you whores are registered. All you bitch motherfuckers are registered. And we fucking go and vote. And I did that shit with them every year to now they do it on their own. It's about us teaching them and letting them know the importance of these things. And see, I will call my son anytime because I watch what they do, what kind of bills they pass in the Congress. I watch that shit. I'm obsessed with it. I barely be able to watch a movie. And so I'm like, I will call my kids like, you know what? These bitches just passed this thing according to where they live. So be careful. So, because I ain't having no George Floyds. I ain't having no motherfucker put that fucking knee on my one of mine's neck. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Yes,
going
ma'am.
all in. It's
Yes,
over for you
ma'am.
motherfuckers. So we have to be careful. We have to pay attention because laws are passed because that's how they beat us. They beat us in the fucking Congress. The legislation.
All right, all right. Miss Joyce, since you was the lady, I let you go first. Get who you want to give your shout out to, and we get an end out. Then we go to Tyron 19. Get his feedback, his shout out. Then Brian, you already know. Me, you last.
Okay.
You did me.
Hey, all right. Detroit, man, it's terrain, man.
That's why I call you T19.
Yeah, okay. But
Terrain.
yeah,
I
yeah, I'm
apologize
just
there, my brother. I'm sorry about that. I'll just call you T19 myself, my brother. I don't want to be disrespectful, bro. I apologize.
no problem. Some folks pronounce it right, some folks don't. I really
Um,
don't get upset about it, for real, for real.
Hey,
I
hey,
like
hey,
to give.
hey, Terrain. But I want to say this one thing. I learned something. We all learned something tonight. It all comes back to one thing. We gotta protect and teach our kids.
Right. This all we got to do. We gotta pay attention what's going on, and then like I said, raise them how we used to be raised. But at the same time, we got to be more knowledgeable and just listen to the kid and understand them. Sometimes it might teach us something.
Dang,
So
dang. We said that too.
yeah,
Hey, we all said that too.
we sure did.
Terrain, stay out of our heads.
I try not to, man.
Hey, but you've been on this panel long enough to know what we been thinking. You've been coming
I
here
don't
long
know.
enough.
I know
Hey,
T19 knows some magic problem.
yeah, but Terrain, he been coming on this panel long enough. He know how I think. He know how you think, and we all just basically think the same way.
All right. And like I said, I give a shout out to the chat and everything. And like I said, man, we all learn something here and there. Like I said, we all learning. And you're not too old to learn.
You said a mouthful, my brother. It's
Uh,
never too old to learn.
yeah, Joy, I know your phone died because you kept switching phones. I already know it died.
Oh man, she gotta come back, man. I love talking with her, man. She is very entertaining.
Yeah, but Brian Robinson,
Uh,
Twister 28. Hey, bro. Hey, you sure
yo,
you ready? Hey, Terrain 19. You think he ready for this? You think Brian ready for this?
I just need a little more, more knowledgeable things. Then he'll be ready. He'll get ready when he feel like it's time.
Oh, he just know it coming. He stayed here with me and you long enough. He'll be ready.
yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. That's why I like to ask a couple of questions, just like real life. Just like real
Yeah.
life. I want to learn more so I can, reserve. That's why I ask a lot of questions.
You know what? We gotta give a shout out to Miss J. We gotta give a shout out to Miss J.
Man, God bless this dude.
Miss J is our number one mod over here right now. She hung in there with us. Shoot, hey, that late night live we did the other night, Terrain and Brian, she hung in there with us. No matter how late I go, no matter how early I go, she's in there.
Indeed.
And think about it, I love it when people say they love it over here. I love it when they say that because it's peaceful. You speak your mind, and look at it. You want to talk about the government? You don't like the government? I don't care. You talk about them. Brian, go ahead. Give your farewell too. Go right ahead.
Yeah, about the bully and about the kid. that went through a lot, man, about the bullies. Like it reminded me of myself, and I overcame one thing. And one more story I want to say real quick. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. It ain't gonna be long. I promise you, it won't. One dude picked on me, and I was doing nothing. Then I lift his behind up and threw him through the doors, just to be left alone. But sadly to say, me and him became friends after that. We was a long time friends. I guess they were trying to toughen me up, but I already knew I was a tough guy. And I tell you, other cats who get picked on, man, you gotta learn how to stand up for yourself no matter what. Always stand up and believe. Don't let these bullies bully y'all. I'm a living witness of that. My homeboy taught me, and my other homeboy from Montgomery, Job Coach, really brought it out of me. But I'll talk about this some other time because this is finna end. Because I gotta, if I start my own little show, my own content, I'm gonna start talking about a little bit more about my life because I am kind of mysterious to most people. And shout out to Miss J. She's basically our princess over here. And shout out to her. She's doing a hell of a job staying with us and whatnot. Shout out to Miss Cooking or Cooking with JW. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to I forgot to pronounce her name. Let's start with an Ant. I'm gonna just call her Ancon. Shout out to her. Shout out to who else? Then? We Building.
Oh,
Shout out to the
Attack Conspiracy.
Attack Conspiracy. Shout out to you, man. God bless you. Man, them long words, man. But man, I enjoy myself. I'm just learning. All y'all hear me talking. I'm actually not in character. This is me in real life. I like to speak real situations, and real focus in life. That's about me. If y'all get a chance to know me, I'm not begging y'all to like me, love me, hate me, but I'm gonna be honest with people. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't trying to lead you on or do anything. You want my advice? I'm gonna give it to you. But I promise you this: I ain't one of the nicest down to earth guys in the world. If I meet assholes and people don't want to understand, I can get dark real quick. But mostly, this is who I really am. Downhearted guy. I don't mind helping nobody. I'm very down to earth. Shout out to my big bro. Hey, big bro. Thank you, bro. You and Black, man. Y'all looked out for a brother, man. I'm going to continue on having y'all back as long as I can, man. Shout out to y'all, man. And I'm finna get some sleep. I got to get back up and go back to work. I'll be working all day at 6:30 in the morning. God bless y'all in the name of Jesus, man. Y'all keep your mind focused in life, man. Try to make this world a better place and protect our kids, man. We need these kids. They're the future of this world. They're the future of this world. We got to have these kids and take them on the right path so they can show us some things that we don't know. That's the ideal. And there's some young cats out there that do that. So shout out to Black. I know he probably lurking behind the scenes. And big bro, and again, bro, thank you, man. Shout out to my home state, Alabama. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Cali. Shout out to the whole country, man. We all need to change. We all need to get together. It's about getting together, not greed. All right, D-True, man. All right, bro.
Hey, Brian. It sounds like you about to cry.
Nah,
Hey, you over there crying?
no, nigga.
Hey, over there crying.
But no, man, it's just me, man. I'm not having
Hey,
that cry.
hey, you got them tears in your eye, don't you?
No, not really, man. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't get a little emotional.
Yeah.
Not too much, though.
Hey, they laughing at you when I said that. See, we can have fun over here and laugh and still have serious talk. And people wonder where she was going with it. I knew where she was going. I knew where Miss Joy was going with it.
Yeah, we wasn't trying to go against it.
No. This is what I was saying. People would think we was off topic. We was never off topic. You know, we are never off topic over here.
No.
'Cause somewhere else you might be off topic. Over here, it never be off topic because it all reverts back around to
What we talking about?
protecting who want to protect and teach our kids.
And let me
Now,
ask you one thing. For what Miss Joy talked about, she came from a bad past, but look how she came up.
yeah,
She a grandparent,
yeah,
and she got how
yeah.
many grandkids?
I don't know
She
how
did a
many
hell
she
of a
got.
good thing.
Yeah, but it's like this right here. It okay for a single parent household or two parent household. It doesn't matter. You got to be your child's life.
You got to, bro.
There's single dads out there. Mothers ain't been around. There's single mothers out there. Dads don't be around, and the dads that don't be around get beat up. But what about these mothers that be around and the dads that take care of the kids? Nobody said nothing about them.
No, they
That's
don't.
that's another story right there.
Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Hey,
Come
you know
on,
I'm hey, you know I'm breaking the smoke.
hey, you know what, bro? Let's go hunting, nigga. Let's go hunting.
All
I'm
right.
ready to hunt, bro.
Hey, T19. Guess what? I'm not even on my laptop. I'm on my phone.
I'm on my phone too.
And but it's complicated sometimes. But here's my shout out. There, you know I'm gonna play the outro. I'm gonna play the outro. We out of here because I think EJ podcast is about to go live, and I think let me make sure Wax AP or the Now River about to go on. I think I want to make sure he got his set at 12. She got her set at 12:05. So both of them about to get ready to go live. I'm gonna drop you link in the chat. Let me see. Can I put AP's link in the chat too? You know how we do it over here. If you got
Yeah.
if you got a Mars stick, drop that link in the chat. Tell me you could have been on drop they link in the chat. Come on, man.
Hey, but about the shows you about to listen to, man. Let me know how they went, man. Cause I'm gonna call at night, bro.
What went?
You know the other show.
To my earlier. I'm gonna tell you what we did earlier. I'm gonna show you what we did earlier on the first live we did today.
No. I was talking about the order. You said
I know, but I'm gonna let you know what we did on the other ones.
okay,
We
got
didn't
you.
Oh, the 10-1 side that you being stopped. We had 167 views on that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Teron, T19. I will figure that out. And
The rain. It's the rain. It's the rain.
yeah, I know. I just called him T19. I told him that earlier.
Yeah.
But I will. Hey, when I figure it out, I will let you know how to do it next time I go live. Okay. But respect to my guest, Merlin Sanders show, Joy, Cooking with JW. That who she is. As Brian Robinson, Terrain 19. Thank you for my panel. Hey, Brian, my co-host, you did a very good job. Hey, hey, we let her go. We let her go. We let her go. Hey, she did a great job. We could have went to sleep, woke back up. She still probably talking. So,
Yeah.
but I love her to death because when we have some good subjects like this, she will come in and come on through.
I'm just glad, man, we got these type of conversations, bro. Cause they need to be talked about, and people need to understand and
Yeah.
respect our opinion and whatnot.
Yeah, but think about it, they respect our opinion. You see, think about it. We got 20 nations comes over here. We got Now Rim come over here. See that? We got some state game people come over here. Some
And
corporate people might come over here. Ain't no telling who else come over here. But they know to respect this channel.
exactly.
Miss J, I love you, darling. I love you. I love you. I love you. And thank you. And the two channels put in the chat. They are going live. I don't know who going live first. So hey, now I got two phones, so I can listen to one probably on pound with the other one. So it is what it is. But
Hey, big bro. You say you got
Yeah.
two phones, right?
yeah,
You got
But
one on the plug, one on the road.
yeah. But like I said, respect to Armando Black TV. Respect to the chat who all came in the chat. Respect to 20 Fences, Ale, Jerry Spears, Alpha Buckeye, Thug Life Man, and all 20 Nation. Respect to the Nile River. Respect to Queen E. James Podcast, AP, Cuba, Black to the P. I would have said TSTV, McMe, Tommy, Fatty Gat. He came off in the chat. Shawanda, Shakira, Monique Hill, Keyway LA, K Bar, Baby Girl, Wendy, Sharonda for my Cali family. Respect to y'all. The whole Now Real family. Respect to Money Boy, George Chit Chat at Tree Hurt. Respect to State Game. Respect to everybody. I love you. We love you. And for Brian and your host, my co-host, and your host with the mostest, D True, we out of here. Like I always say, love and respect yourself. Because if you love and respect yourself, you with DC through BS, and also treat tomorrow like the best day. Treat tomorrow better than the day was. Because guess what? It's going to be grand. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be stupendous. Peace. We are out.
Buddha.
No way, Jose.
Yeah, and I say thank you again, Miss J. Thank you. And I see you in one of them chats. I don't know which one, but I see you in one of them. Peace and out.